Welcome to Towers of Dreams, a D&D 5e Eberron campaign played using Fantasy Grounds. Let's just go down and introduce everybody. Mr. Bitters, who are you and who do you play in this game?
I'm Mr. Bitters, and I hate almost everything. Lately, mostly Droivet. And I play Toussaint Valentin Duchamp, the something clever, the yin to Evanir's yang.
That's beautiful.
All right. Dimmy, who are you and who do you play today?
Hello, I'm Dimmy. I am playing Tranquility, the Warforged monk with a rather dark secret. I also do a lot of art for this channel that no one else has seen, apparently.
Not so secret.
Not so secret anymore!
Yeah.
Well, even if it is, it's not going to last this session.
Yeah.
He moonlights as a rapper. That's his dark secret.
Speaking of moonlighting as a rapper, Matthew, who are you and who do you play today?
I am Matthew. I love everything, and all you are amazing people. I play Aldrin Salo, a grey old man who I don't even know what he's doing here, really. He should be in a retirement home.
And Orion, who are you? Who do you play?
I am Orion, another one of the many Americans in this group. I play Ebenir Riston, a former librarian turned wild magic sorcerer who has very poor control of his temper and his magic, and we're about to find out about some of the maybe less than smart decisions he's made recently.
Trister, who are you? Who do you play today?
I'm that person you just mentioned, who is Trista, who is me. And I am also Annika, who is a goblin artificer, occasionally makes things, quite often shoots things or shoots at things. Sometimes she hits. And when she does, it's really cool.
All right.
Cool.
And I'm Rick. I stream here at twitch.tv/the Kittenhugs. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at the same usernames. If you want to support this stream, you can check our Streamlabs link down below. $3 you can donate to give someone inspiration. $5 interacts with our homebrew action point system. $10 allows you to mess around with an encounter, such as removing or adding a monster. And $25 gives you a plot point with which you can interact with the campaign on a much broader level. So let's get right into it, shall we?
All right.
Yes.
Last session, the party fought valiantly against the guardians of the flaming swords they had sought after. A half-dragon wraith and the two swords themselves. With only minor damage to one of the swords, the party took control of them and left with a major mystery in their minds. Why had Alex lied to them, and what were these swords for? Ascending toward the surface, the party encountered the Etten they had met earlier in the day. He and his lackeys were clearly headed down to get the swords themselves, but the party took them by surprise, and they set their sights against each other. The fighting drew the attention of several terrible denizens of Sharn's underbelly, such as a Roper, an Umber Hulk, and a terrible abomination akin to a Beholder, which the party managed to dispatch swiftly. The party emerged victorious and retreated to their inn, where they promptly collapsed. We now continue as the party gathers downstairs for a lovely home-cooked breakfast. Let me open up the map of Ye Old Stormreach. You guys are currently in Respite, near the House... House Jarasco Enclave. What is the name of that place? We've got to... oh boy. Oh. The internet died.
Sorry, that was me loading. I apologize.
Okay.
God damn it.
In at the open palm, is that right?
I believe it's the open palm, perhaps.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Didn't I?
Yes, the Open Palm Inn, run by Hattie Mallywood. She's sort of this short and kind of a bit on the plump side halfling who absolutely loves doting on her patrons. I just knocked shit over here. So yeah, she's made you a beautiful breakfast of fried eggs and hash browns and toast. It's all delicious. The air smells wonderful, although you are still all quite tired. Let's take a look at how much Ebenir and Creep are still Oh, right, I forgot to mention Creep. Usually we're joined by Jolts, who plays Creep the Necromancer Warforged. He is not here today.
Personal stuff.
Personal stuff. Yeah.
So, are we all downstairs? Like
You are all
eating?
downstairs. There's a few other people. There's like this big, this really, there's a big orc in the back talking with like two halflings, and they're eating the same sort of breakfast.
Yeah.
Evanir is like sitting there silent. He's got a grimace on his face, and he's silently chewing his toast.
How is that any different from how he normally is?
It's more of a grimace than normal.
Oh man, that's
I-
like 30% more grimace
Yeah.
than usual.
So which one of you has the hamburger on your face?
Fucking goddamn it.
Well, I think Toussaint is probably sitting near to Ebenir, just kind of smiling and enjoying whatever Ebenir's not.
Yeah, Ebenir and Creep still look pretty beat up. They some of you have some nicks and bruises left, but they're aching. They're aching
Yeah,
while eating
Evanir's
the
walking
bacon.
with a limp. Evanir's walking with a limp.
Ouch, my bones.
Bone hurting juice?
That wasn't a health potion.
Well, it sometimes happens. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
Sitting. Enjoying the view outside. Waiting for someone to start the conversation, but not himself starting it.
Did you say it's raining? Is it raining?
It is not raining currently. It is sunny outside. In fact, you can tell by the heat of the inside that it's probably a pretty hot day overall.
Alden goes back to his room.
Okay.
Where are you going?
As I forgot some things in my room. I'll be right back. You all talk among yourselves. I'll be back shortly.
It's going to
Ebenir
get more of these bandages of his.
Bandages.
His,
What bandages?
Right.
Aldrin's gone by now.
He's magic bandages.
He doesn't have any magic bandages. Stop with it.
Oh, you are not buying this anymore?
No, I'm not buying it anymore. I saw him perform the whatever weird non-spell-like thing he did to heal people. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I'm a bit peeved about it, if you must inquire.
Sometimes I forget how clever you are.
Oh, shut up!
So speaking of weird spell-like happenings,
Oh, yes.
I'll kind of turn to Tranquility. You want to explain what the shadows, darkness, copies of you? What's going on?
He'll just kind of sit there and will actually be enjoying the tea for once before he kind of looks and says, I've been pretty forthright about everything. I believe it's time for others to answer some questions. As I kind of look at Ebenir and, well, where Aldrin had been before he disappeared upstairs.
Right. Excuse me, little young monk, but when have you ever told us that you had the ability to cast spells, specifically ones that cast darkness like warlocks?
It must have been in that time while I was down in the Fallen.
That time that you've never told us about that you kind of left just spotty. Oh, I was helping people, he says, but, you know, no actual details. How were you helping people?
I kind of
Just
think
what to do with that?
I kind of look at you for a moment like, I helped people the way I said I did. I brought money in, and I helped those who wanted a more secure future find it.
Yes, okay, sure, but again, how the hell did you get these powers? These spells? I mean, that's preposterous that you would just develop it, what, in like an hour or two, or...
Why would you spontaneously develop magic powers? That's preposterous.
That is preposterous.
There is much I could tell you, but I still feel we are owed some explanations too. I once again look at you, Ebenir. You went to tell us about these, what were they called?
What?
Dalkir? And you were too drunk to, tell us.
You're trying some mad deflection here. I'm not buying it. You keep fobbing it off on someone else. We can
I
cover
don't
that. That's later.
care if I'm deflecting the answer. I don't feel I have to keep answering questions if no one else does.
Tranquility, use
You didn't
deflect,
ask.
deflect argument.
Well, I don't know if there's really much to explain. You all know that I am was a librarian, and it may shock you to learn this, but I never really had these magic powers when I was born. This is all relatively new. Without going into too many details, essentially I was in the library when a student attempted to remove a book that he should not have. When I attempted to stop him, we got into a little bit of a fight, and before I know it, he did something to me. He put his hand, and I felt kind of weird, an ugly feeling. I can't describe it very much more than that. And then I set the place on fire.
Oh, that took a turn. I wasn't expecting that.
I was. I have heard a woman tells this story.
I'm sure you've heard about a lot of women feeling weird when you're touching them.
Yes. This is what I'm saying. Then she lights my house on fire.
Anyway, I literally lit the restricted section on fire. It was okay. We managed to put out most of the fire, and I managed to keep the book from the student, but, there was an official inquiry of sorts, and no one could agree what it really was, but, it seems pretty obvious to me that it was a Dalkir of some type, and for whatever reason, he's, altered me in some form or fashion. So, you see, there's really not much to tell, and that brings us back to you, Tranquility. Like, where did you get your magic powers? Did you two meet some creature or beast?
So I think for a moment. And he just looks before he says, I found someone who was understanding of the problems I was having. And they had taught me many things, but one of which was how to... He grasps for the word before he kind of agrees upon. Yes, he taught me to dream. What you saw was merely a manifestation of it.
Did you say you dream?
And I can sleep, just like you. Probably not like you. He probably looks over like the human and the goblins and everyone else like... But yes, I can sleep and I can dream now.
What's the Arcana check for?
Is that even possible?
No. Shouldn't be, anyway. Warforged do not dream. Like, that's just a thing that does not happen.
Ebenir's just dumbfounded. And then he looks towards Annika. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
No, it does. Come on, you give us the truth here. Stop faffing about. What's actually going on?
I've never lied to you once in my life. Everything I've ever said to you is the truth. I've never even found a way to skirt the answer, like one of our friends. I've been direct about everything I've said.
Well, who was this man who taught you to sleep?
Agaron.
Agaron?
He was there for me when I had questioned so much. I needed answers. Because
Go ahead.
I had thought perhaps that there might have been something that was good. Perhaps anything, but I understand how the world works a little bit better now. And it required you, all of you, teaching me. to make me actually understand.
Sorry, what did we teach you?
We're all responsibility for the actions we take, even if it's not our own fault. Obviously, Dresden had to die, even if he was under the influence of a monster. Or that man, even threatening our lives, he was forfeit. And I understand that now. People who mean any ill will don't have a place in a peaceful world.
I do not feel like this is a lesson I have taught you.
I think you're going a bit too literally there.
Oh. Then what was I supposed to understand? That it's alright to kill someone because they had it coming? Because you felt like it? Or because you were a little hurt? As I look at Creep, who's not fucking here! Damn it.
He shrugs.
Say we're in our way. Any of these work, yes?
Hang on, you're putting a lot of blame on us here. We didn't kill people because we felt like it. We were defending ourselves. Him notwithstanding, and she'll gesture at Creep as well.
Yes. But I was still confused. My friend helped me find the answers I needed. And he taught me how to use this new understanding, how to use my dreams. How to make what I envision a reality.
Does anything speak to you in these dreams?
GM.
Let's see. You don't remember.
No.
You remember very little of your dreams, which is the case for most people.
Right. So I say no. They're
That's
just
something at least.
They're just dreams.
Oh yeah, but mine don't come to life.
Neither do mine.
No. I've just merely learned to use them. As I'll kind of like I guess I want to do something that's like, oh, look at me, the shadows are dancing, but at the same time, I don't want to use any key points to do that.
Wow, meta.
So, meh.
Oh, you're back. You've managed to arrive then, Aldrin.
Yes, sorry. Don't let me interrupt. I made some of your favorite tea, by the way.
No, don't even. And as he says this, Ebonir pushes the tea away from him. You, my friend, you have a lot of explaining to do to me. Why did you lie to me about these bandages?
And then I look at Tranquility.
I look at you dead in the eyes, like, yeah.
I'm sorry, was I interrupting? I was deeply engrossed in what Tranquility was saying.
Stop dodging. You have been lying to me for how many years? Why?
Years. I can't explain it. I can show it, but I don't think I can explain it in this instance.
Why did you hide it?
Hide it? It just never came up in all the time.
It never came up. I asked you multiple times, would you teach me about these magic bandages? Perhaps we should go get more of these magic bandages. And what did you do? No, you didn't tell me that no, it wasn't magic bandages. You lied to me. You lied to my face. Oh, let me guess. The glowing eyes, that's not a genetic condition either. How could you? How could you even do this? I thought you and I were friends. And he takes the tea and he tosses it.
Ooh.
Aldrin calmly stands up. I was not lying to you because I hate you, Ebony. In fact, I care for you more than anything in the world. And I was.
Yeah, the tea. Do you toss the cup too?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you don't hit anybody with it, but you make a huge mess, and the inn runner comes over to us like, oh dear, She goes to raise her and then see that you're like raising your voice and having discussions. Says, "Oh, don't worry. I'll go clean it up. Not a worry at all."
Toussaint whispers to her, "Lovers quarrel."
Aldrin, as he is trying to calm himself down, turns to the woman and says, "I am sorry for the mess. We can pay for the carpet and tea and the mess, of course."
Oh, don't worry about it at all. It's fine.
Then Aldrin looks at Ebony in the eye with a smile and says, "I was lying to protect you. Or not protect you, but it would have been hard, wouldn't it, if I said to you I have these abilities. All the years we knew each other and you didn't expect it because, of course, they never came up. I never used them. And then suddenly you learn that your friend has these abilities. That could ruin a friendship. That could ruin the things we had together. And I don't want to do that. You know, I can't explain these abilities in words. I can only show them. Maybe you can understand. I don't know, but I can only say I'm sorry, Ebony. That's all I can say.
Be right back.
Bork, bork.
Bork, bork.
Fuck.
So Annika goes to pick up the cup and poor. Why can't I remember her name?
Okay.
Poor Hattie is. Poor Hattie has a rag and is cleaning up the tea. She looks like she's on the verge of tears.
Would Ebonier know anything like? I guess would Ebonier know psionics at all? Is the question.
Roll an Arcana check.
Fuck.
A 14, you know that there are many different types of magic in this world. Arcane, both learned and gained, and inborn. There's divine magic, which is gained through sheer belief, or dedication to a greater being or cause. There's artifice, which is a magic type of magic unto itself, and there is also psionics, which are practiced. You don't know much about psionics. You just know that they do come from Sarlona. Specifically, like they tend to form and be learned and taught in Sarlona more than anywhere else.
So I take it, besides the lies about your abilities, that your whole origin story is a lie as well.
My what story? My what? Where I'm from?
Yes. Were you even in the army? Were you even fighting during the Great War? Are you even Brailish?
There is a story in the army. Something that only those who would fight would properly know and remember. I can tell it to you, and you can ask anyone else who's in the army, and they could confirm it.
Well, right now I don't know what to think. It may be true that you're trying to protect our friendship, but in doing so you've filled it with deception and misdirection, and that can harm our friendship just as much.
Then
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm thoroughly done with this topic. And then Ebonier sits back down and takes the tea that has just been put there and starts drinking it again.
What tea?
I thought you said had it. Yeah.
You take Toussaint's cup.
No,
Sorry.
Toussaint's drinking it. As they finally, I don't want to talk about it. Toussaint kind of nods. Good tea.
Ebonier uses Mage Hand and takes Toussaint's tea and brings it over to him and starts drinking it.
Beware my cup. There are the diseases on it.
Oh, yes, your diseases, lots of stuff. You know, Toussaint, the more to talk about these diseases, the more I have a right mind to do the worst thing I could possibly think of.
Be quiet?
Write my sister and tell her everything you've said.
Oh fuck! Did you ever notice that the inscription on my little fuzzy handcuff? They were your sister's initials.
Oh, you want to talk about inscriptions? Why don't you
Yes,
tell
I
me
do.
about the inscription on your pistol?
This I buy this in the market.
Yes, but why did you buy it in the market?
All the better to kill you with, my friend.
No, there's something more going on than that, Toussaint.
Again with this clever. Yes.
Yes, clever. Why did you buy the pistols?
I tell you, I will admit when you tell me what I've done on your own.
What?
You figure this out, and you confront me. I will tell you whether you are right or not. I give you nothing for free.
You don't do anything for free.
Exactly.
Frankly, you don't do anything without stealing from other people.
You say this. What do you know?
I know you've got money in your pocket that you're going to lie about having later.
Proof. I need proof.
Bah!
This is fun. Are we not glad that we come here?
Aldrin comes back downstairs with a picnic basket.
Team bonding exercises
Yeah.
Where did you get a picnic basket?
from the bear.
He asked Hattie for some food from some of her croissants, and he added a bit of his own stuff as well. I felt like a cheeky little hamper.
Croissants, cheese, and then just like a block of ration.
Just a block of ration.
All right.
Just like those military biscuits that you get.
Rest. And he says, I don't think that anything will be gained from just sitting here arguing. I can hear your noises from upstairs. Maybe I think it's been a while since we've actually gone and done this. Maybe later on today or now we can go outside and see the sights of Stonehenge.
Really? You want to go on a picnic?
Aldrin puts the picnic basket on the table in front of his seat. Yes, I do. I think it would be good. I think it would be nice. I think it would be very, very proper, and not just because of what's going on, but when is the last time we have gone and together as friends, not as workmates?
Never.
Exactly. I mean, he looks at Toussaint, he looks at Anika, and then finally at Creep and
Creep 2.
Tranquility. Creep 2. Are we only workmates?
Fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ, Rick.
So
What the fuck?
that was Stone.
Oh, that's
Thank you,
glorious.
Stone.
Stone, we love you.
God damn.
That's amazing.
That's just great.
They should have had. You should have put just like Creep's portrait like in the bottom corner. Oh, actually, it is. Hey.
Yeah.
Look, we're getting this
Save
out
us.
now instead of in the middle of a dungeon, you know?
Aldrin, you are valued. We respect you. But I do not think a picnic is going to solve any of this.
It solves nothing. The picnic doesn't solve anything, but it is nice, isn't it, to go out to a picnic together, to eat some good food. I even cooked some of this myself, and to see the sights. You know, we haven't seen Stonehenge at all properly. You know,
Because it's either been raining or fucking underground.
and it is not today. Look at the weather. It is nice. It is hot. It is beautiful. I mean, many people would pay for this trip if it was a day such as this every day. Look, and then Aldrin comes up behind Ebony and kind of puts his hand on his shoulders. Ebony, you know you want to. It's a good day. Remember when we went on the fields that bordered Fairhaven, where there'd be no people for miles and miles, and we'd sit there camping and just lay in that grass, staring up at the clouds.
Man,
Yes.
This gets more and more homoerotic over time.
Yeah, I mean,
It's pretty incredible, actually.
Oh, Aldrin's incredibly gay.
Oh yeah.
Aldrin, with all due respect, when we did that, we were not being chased by Rakshasa, we were not being chased by Essen, and we were not holding around swords that apparently might or might not be guarding the end of the world. I am not in the mood for this. And Ebenir removes Aldrin's hands from his shoulder. I'm going to go upstairs and then go to the market, and then I will come back. Maybe then we can decide what to do with those swords, and decide how we wish to approach. And then Ebenir turns and goes upstairs to get ready.
Aldrin's going to give it about 5 minutes, and then follows Ebonir, kind of trying to be a bit stealthy.
Doesn't take long to get ready. 5 minutes.
Like a couple of minutes then. Like a minute. Like a minute.
Okay.
As soon as Ebenir leaves, I'll look at you, Aldrin, and kind of go, so, I thought you recognized those things. Fuck. Were they not what you thought they were?
Sorry? Sorry? What do
You
you
cut
mean?
on it.
You were afraid of me for a second there. Back when you saw me fighting the monstrous aberration that protected the swords.
Hey, I don't think I could ever be afraid of you, Tranquility. The word you're looking for is more. Sad pity. And then he walks upstairs.
I am Creep, says, playing with his spider familiar on the table.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, no,
Well,
his spider familiar died, didn't it?
No.
Yeah. Oh, he'd have resummoned it.
Yeah, he did summon it.
Well, it takes 10 gold to resummon it. Or 10 gold of
Okay.
incense to do so. He didn't have
I thought
any.
if it died, it just got sent back into the.
No, you can use an action to put it in an extra dimensional space and to re-summon it. If it dies, you have to cast the spell again.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not a one-time cost. But yeah, Creep has to go to the market to buy some incense. Oh, excuse me, incense.
Okay, there.
Oh, I'm dying.
He's probably got his sketchbook out then.
He's making some modifications to the design. Gonna add more eyeballs.
The eyeballs.
So yeah, Aldrin follows Ebenir upstairs. Really
He's gonna
homoerotic today. Holy moly.
I mean, the best friendships are. And,
Is that what you
well,
were
that's
This guy.
I mean, yeah.
It's guy love. Between
I
two
judge, but I played Timo. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that was. It's a bit complicated, when he was 13, so questionable. But
Are we upstairs or are you still downstairs?
Yeah, you're upstairs.
Aldrin's knocking on your door.
So, I mean, Ebenir is just going to grab his cloak and stuff. He's going to make sure he still has the amulet underneath his shirt. He's going to have all his equipment, his backpack, his bag of holding, and then he's going to head out. I don't have this in my notes, but when I was shopping, I was told of the magic area of
Yes,
Stormreach.
in Respite. Well, like the marketplace has a few magic items here and there, but there is the House of Wizardry in Respite.
Yeah, I'm going there.
Okay, so Aldrin knocks on your door. Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Or if it was
Who is
Mr.
it?
Bitters, Canuck.
whoa, whoa.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty. It's
Oh
pretty
no.
Anyway, yeah, knocks on the door.
Who is it?
It is Alden.
What do you want? And Ebenier's like finishing gathering his things. He doesn't even open the door though.
Aldrin opens the door and then closes it behind him. Standing in front of it and says, I know this is a big blow to whatever trust you had in me, but at least allow me to show you something to confirm that I am genuine. I am Alden Salo.
No.
Please.
No. Even
Why?
if you were to show me something, how would I possibly buy that what you're showing me is the truth?
I
Hmm?
It is not a certainty of the truth, but more a certainty of these powers, and that I am being honest with them. I will display myself in full honesty before you. Fuck, this is so... What the fuck?
Hang on, guys. I'm taking notes for some fan fiction.
This is great. Oh
That's
my
what
god.
we're doing here tonight. We're writing
myself,
fan fiction.
Evanier crocks his eyebrow. He raises just one eyebrow up. He says, I have no idea what you're interested in, but right now I have no interest in seeing whatever your truthfulness is. Now, if you'll excuse me, and Ebonier walks past Aldrin, opens the door and heads out.
As you try to walk past him, please, Ebony, I know how this normally goes. You go through that door, and these feelings you have, they fester and fester and fester, and the next thing you know, ideas of hate or dislike or discomfort start emerging and laying, and you live with regret. Please allow me to do at least something to nip this in the bud. Please.
All right. Show me what you want to show me.
I know you are fond of stories. I know. Mostly the non-fiction stuff you read, but as you say, books hold the best sort of power. And so please allow me to show you something using that medium.
Okay, you have a book for me to read?
No, just a story.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, this is
Ebonier
shit.
sits. Ebonier pulls. Is there like a little desk in this room or something like that?
There's a bed.
Keep talking, let me think of a story.
Ebonier sighs and walks over to. Is there like a stool or anything?
There's nothing besides the bed.
Bed. Ebonier all right. Sits down in bed and says, "All right, tell me your story."
Okay. Yeah. So Alden, he lets out his he opens his hand, says, "Please pay close attention." He on his hand, he can use delusion on freaking Ebony.
Can he?
Use what?
Delusion. To create an object on his hand of images, if that makes sense.
Would that work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I create images? on my
Delusion
hand?
is basically a one creature minor illusion. Instead of creating a visible or auditory illusion, it creates like a false sense in a creature's mind.
Will that work with my magic item?
Oh.
Let me take a peek. Take a peeky peek. Ring of mind shielding. Taupe. No, I suppose it wouldn't. You feel. I suppose I'll have it run off the same rules it has for telepathy. You feel. You can feel Aldrin's mind reaching out to yours. And you can either allow or disallow this.
Please let me show you my powers, Ebonir.
Ebonir jumps up and like pushes Aldrin's mind from his and says, "I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it.
You don't
Now
like it?
I'm leaving, and you can just think about what you do when you try and put thoughts into your friends' heads." And
I'm not trying to put thoughts.
Ebonir walks out the door.
Rejected.
Denied.
Fuck it. Mr. Benner's writing like that. Oh, that's pretty good.
There was difficult, I gotta say.
So yeah, Ebonir
I like
comes.
how you did it.
Ebonir comes stomping down the stairs
Heads out.
and
Goes quite what?
He heads right out.
It goes quiet. I meant to do that as a thing. I just
No, it just.
Yeah,
I
Dimmy.
just imagine you going, quite.
Much different reaction.
Sorry, no, I meant to type it in that. Whatever. It didn't happen. Okay. And where is he going?
Well, maybe I am mistaken. This quarrel, it continues.
Annika's going to be sort of mending the teacup
Oh, okay.
because I have that. I completely fucking forgot for
Yeah.
ages now.
So yeah,
I heard
by
it
the
break, and I was like,
time
I'm
by
pretty sure I can do
the
something.
time he's come down, the teacup has been brought back to its original form, as if nothing had happened.
I'll give it to personally take it to Hattie and pass it off and just.
Oh, what a
relax. Sorry.
dear! She takes it and wraps you up in a big hug. She's only a few inches taller than you, but she's on the heavy side, especially for Havling. She's got that mom look, you know the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the blouse and the apron and her hair tied back in a bun. But yeah, she lets you go and goes to wash the cup and make sure that it's all okay. You'll probably find a present for you in your bedroom tonight. Not. Anyway,
welcome to
the other
to this conversation.
Welcome to the other side of homoeroticism. So yeah,
Suddenly
Ebonir
Toussaint is the least lewd.
Ebonir stomps out and goes off to find the House of Wizardry you're looking
That is
for,
correct.
the place you were told
Yes.
for. What is everyone else doing?
Annika's gonna head back to her room and check out this crystal that she has now and start doing some tinkering.
Okay. So Annika is having an in-day. You guys do have Alex to go talk to. He's still a person that said he would pay you quite a bit of money to get these swords.
I believe Ebonir had an idea of once he comes back, we'll decide what to do. So Annika's not wanting to rush it. Who has the other bag of holding?
I do. I have the bag of holding.
Well, fair enough. Then we can't take them anyway because Ebonir has them.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
boy. So I'm assuming we're all just kind of sitting here quietly, kind of like, well, shit. Because I'm
Yeah,
probably
it's-
not talking after your snarky remark.
Well, it's literally just you trying Toussaint and Creep now.
Yeah. And Creep is sketching Toussaint in his book. What-
Toussaint is probably watching women through the window.
Yeah, I mean, Respite is a pretty respectable place. You see
It was.
plenty of people come. Yes, it was. Ah,
The minute Toussaint walked in, property prices dropped.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think if everyone starts drifting away, Toussaint is going to eventually get bored and kind of just wander around. And so if you guys want him around, that kind of has to be a thing.
No, Tranquility's just kind of sitting there, like, well, fuck it.
Have you ever been to a brothel?
Who's that aimed towards?
You.
I would have no need.
Ah, it is not about need, it is about want.
He requires a firmware update.
Oh, that's awful.
And a hardware.
God damn it, and hard.
Jesus.
At the moment, he's just got a floppy disk drive.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking-
You never know. These women in Stormreach, you never know what they will do for you. We should go.
I'll entertain your offer. I'll kind of follow him for now. Like, I'll just stand up and like, but I'm not paying for anything.
That is not how these things work. But you discuss that with them.
I'm not paying for you. How's that sound?
I can live with this.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
That's not
everyone is
permitted.
How
That's what-
badly was Ebony hurt? Hard and creep too.
very badly, and he also had no hit dice left.
And
So he's-
all my hit dice rolls were horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
that happens. So let's see. We got Evanier stomping out, looking for the House of Wizardry. We'll put him over here. What is 21 on there? It's Gardener's Bite. So no, it's more like up here, probably. Actually, probably over here. So where's everyone else going?
Well, I'm with.
Yeah, I think. Well, the cat's away. Toussaint is going to go try to find a brothel and show Tranquility the finer things in life.
All right, roll a perception check as you start asking around town.
Toussaint's going to be like one of those like newly arrived foreign people in a country who is like, where can we see the ladies?
Yeah.
So you are directed to the Pink Conch. Yes, it is called that. The Pink Conch.
Sounds perfect.
They tell you it's up in the Temple District, funnily enough.
As it should be.
Sounds
it
less
should be.
perfect.
Ha!
It's not actually on this map, but it is in the Temple District. So it takes probably... What's the scale on this map? There's no scale on the map. Why would you make a map with no scale? Who does that? Really?
Non-reptilian species.
So after about an hour, you and Tranquility, head through the marketplace. And through Old Gate and over to the temple. Over to the Temple District. Let's see. So yes, the Pink Conch is a pretty gaudy-looking building. It has a hilariously sized statue of a conch that is painted pink.
Man.
It's sort of in a back. It's sort of in a back alley, like built into one of the walls. Underneath the sign, the Pink Conch, it says, "What you see is what you get."
The mark of a great establishment.
So yes, I'm going to not go into detail what's in there. Just understand that it is a comfortable and discreet brothel.
Perfect.
And Tranquility and Toussaint have a bonding experience. You know what?
The
I like-
important question.
Creep is there too. What a wonderful time to explore humanoid anatomy.
Absolutely. The important question. They're okay with Warforged.
Yes.
Then Toussaint is buying.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh boy.
I-
Toussaint
Creep's
Creep.
woman is really weirded out by just the like. It's literally just a life drawing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will subtract however much money you decide that's worth.
Man. 5e doesn't have
5,000.
5e doesn't have prices for
Prostitutes?
such things. Yeah.
That's an oversight.
Let's say you
That's
spend
perfect.
6 gold there. which
Yeah.
for a normal person would be an incredible amount. But for Toussaint is like, oh really? Wow.
Tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. So
I'll be back
Tranquility and Creep get their first lap dances.
Meh.
Yeah. She's not
Yeah.
nearly as agile as you are, so you're not all that impressed.
Give her tips.
All right. So Annika and Aldrin, let's look at you.
Aldrin finishes up in the kitchen and makes what would you say is a staple dish of like Sharn or something?
Ooh, that's Sharn is kind of a melting pot. However,
Yeah.
because it's in Brelin, they probably deal with a lot of spicy and home down foods, like lots of
Home down?
potatoes and meat. Being Sharn, there's probably lots of fish there.
Okay.
So it's British seaside fare.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically Brelin is basically a mix up of like early 1900s America and the UK.
Okay. So then, yeah. So it's
Beef hot pot.
what I was thinking more fisherman's pie. You know what I mean?
I'll go for it.
Yeah. So Aldrin makes some fisherman's pie, and he does his best to, and there's good services in the kitchen, I'd assume.
Yeah.
And
I love how
still...
how Aldrin just regularly shows himself into like the back and like the kitchen. He goes like, "I'm taking over here."
Oh, Eddie doesn't mind as long as you clean your dishes afterward.
Of course, he cleans his dishes. He is adept at cleaning dishes.
I don't actually know what fisherman's pie is.
It's basically like, just think potatoes and pie, basically.
Fish
Potatoes and pie. Potatoes and fish.
Okay, potatoes and fish.
Kind of like
It's like a savory pie of potatoes and fish and like
delicious.
white cheddar sauce.
Yeah,
Looks like.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, never had that.
It's good stuff. It's good.
It's
stuff.
pretty good stuff.
Sounds good.
It's really... Yeah. So he makes that and presents it to Anika, or comes, where Tanika's sitting, if she's still sitting there.
Yeah, I
and
think
says,
Annika goes up to her room to do some
Yeah,
studying.
she's in a room.
Okay,
You can
then...
tell because of all the sawing and hammering sounds within.
Oh, okay. So
Oh wait, I got it.
Then,
It's like the start of Hardware Store by Weird Al.
That's awful. That's awful. That's an awful reference. I feel dirty knowing it.
Why?
It's so niche. It's like... It's so niche.
Weird
Yeah,
Al's
so-
fairly mainstream as far as weird music goes.
Yeah, he is. So yes,
Yeah.
Annika's there. She probably can't hear you when you knock on the door.
So after a while, he kind of takes a peek just to make sure that she's actually in there.
All right, how is Annika
she-
examining this? You're probably working on your servant because you guys are almost level 6.
Yeah. So she'll spend a bit of time just sort of confirming her suspicions about like the crystal and like what it is.
Yeah,
And
you
being
can
sure that it's
identify
safe.
this. I
Yeah, I'll
misspoke
sort
last
that.
time. It's a deep blue crystal about the size of a human's fist. I almost said person's fist. That would be racist. The size of a medium creature's fist. It has a soft red glow within it. Identifying it, you do know that there is like a minor a minor elemental spirit trapped within.
Good, exactly. Yeah, so once she's done that, she will just like start straight to work seeing how she can incorporate this. So by the time Aldrin comes in, she's probably got this like array of... She's got some like... The bed's just covered. There's like all kinds of like spindly looking like bits and pieces. There's like pistons and such. And they're like... Each sort of segment is like as tall as she is. It's ridiculous how this much has like being carried about her until you remember that she's got a bag to hold it on.
It looks like a train wreck in there.
Exactly that, and there's like a kind of segmented like middle bit just laid out on the bed with like almost a kind of rib cage around part of it that she's currently like digging around in.
Wonderful. Okay, so Alden kind of comes in, pops in, sees kind of busy working. And I swear this reminds me of the start of another campaign. I'm not gonna lie. And another blacksmith working on stuff, but he brings in some food and pops it down and says, "I thought I'd make this. I know
Jesus
how it
Christ!
is." Oh.
Or that other deity that exists in this thing.
Oh,
It's
so
my
did I
default.
stab you?
I mean, knocking's a thing.
I did knock.
Knock louder. I'm busy.
I mean, if I knocked louder, I think either my fist or the door would break. One of the two.
Probably
fine
your
by me.
fist. Probably your fist.
Yeah, definitely my fist. Well, I thought look, I made this, and I know how it is to be far away from home, especially a place you know and care about. And I thought you'd like this.
Thanks.
He does smell pretty good. He is pretty good at cooking.
Well-
I'm good at cooking.
What, like, is it, it's obviously like, is it the full, like, pie, or have you just brought, like, a slice?
Ace. Oh well, it was like it's a full pie, but it's a small pie. He didn't make like a ginormous pie. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that makes her even more suspicious, and she's like,
It's got a bit of haddock in it.
just a fish head sticking out the top.
Just a fish heads, poison fish heads, man.
Thanks, I guess. What, like, why is are you trying to get in my good books or something? Because
Yes, I am an evil mind bender. I go around getting the trust of people only to backstab them. Oh,
I mean,
you've rumbled me.
there was a lot of deception going on with whatever. You've rattled some emotions.
Ebony is an emotional man. I have done wrong, but not in the perspective he puts it. But that is aside the point. I didn't want to talk about that. I just thought I would give you this.
I mean, like, how long have you known him? I'm going to keep talking about this.
Of course you are. Of course you are. 16 years now, I want to say. 16 years. Quite a long time. No. Much less than that. I don't know. It feels like, do you know when you think about someone and it feels as if you've known them your whole life, but if you look at it for actually how long it was, it feels, it is less, much less. Do you know?
I mean, you've had a bit of a longer life than me, so I don't know if that's quite an accurate comparison.
Maybe. That is a fair point. How old are you again?
Is that going to be an issue?
No,
Because I
no,
can't
never.
fucking remember.
No, not an issue. You can't remember? What?
No,
didn't
no.
your-
I the player can't remember. Oh yeah,
Oh.
I found the page.
I mean, like, didn't your parents
those.
celebrate your birthday or?
I mean, well, it's not the same. You know, when you're one of the youngest child in a family of 12, it's, you know, it's a bit of a less of a amazing occasion, and they were busy anyway. It's
Busy doing what?
working
Like-
mostly.
Gotcha. It's a family of 12, so that's quite a number. I mean, didn't they ever decide to stop at one point?
Goblin culture is a bit different to yours. It's, you know, lifespans. It's not really a priorities are different. It's probably hard to explain, and I'd rather not go into that.
Yes, of course. Sorry. Yes, that'd be rude of me to ask. Anyway, what are you working on?
It's a project. It's going to be good. It's better now, actually. I was just thinking, you know that guy we met with the crossbow and the hawk thing, the eagle, whatever.
Yes, he is the one who had the goggles and oh god, and then sent you both down to whatever that place was.
Horrible. That's what it was.
Yes, I remember him.
Yeah. I was just thinking maybe I might take a leaf out of his book and get some help.
Help? What, you going to befriend a evil wizard who summons monstrosities from flames? Is that to help? Out of his
Yes,
book?
exactly that. That was it. But couldn't find one. So backup plan was to make some help.
I mean, you can always... There's Ebony, of course. I mean, he facilitates the, mischievous and evil-looking part. And he gives a chuckle.
So really quick, Doifam donates $25,
Holy shit.
saying, plot point, it will destroy your heroes, you heroes, Twitch Whisper. I don't know the details of it, but, yeah. You guys keep going.
No, I love Doifam's quest to kill us because it just means Rick gets more money.
Yeah, you're awesome, but goddamn it.
Where were we?
And just as a comment, this session is super comfy. I want to snuggle in a bed with a big quilt and watch this session.
I mean, we can all snuggle in bed with you, Rick, and we just have your stories from
What is with you tonight, Matthew?
I think it's a little it's homoerotic enough as it is. Right now.
We'd be in a pile like hamsters. It's fine.
Anyway, you guys continue, please.
Wait, what?
Yeah, help! I'm making it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yes, this is fair. So, what aside from, of course, the evil wizards, and what page are you taking out of this book?
That eagle thing, whatever it was. Been doing some research, and it's not too hard to get some. Well, it is, but
Your genius, of course, is what you're going to say.
That's exactly what I was going for. So I'm kind of nearly there. I'm just working out some kinks.
Oh, I get you.
I think that's also what Toussaint's doing right now.
I wouldn't doubt it, to be frank. I just hope he's not giving a bad influence to the other two.
Yeah.
But this looks nice. Do you mind if I watch? I mean, I can understand if you don't want me to. That's fine. I thought it'd be nice.
I suppose, but I'm not going to be doing anything for a while. I've got something else that I'm going to be busy with.
Oh, is something you need privacy for, or?
No, I'm going to be eating a pie.
Oh, well, that. And as he says that is something I can help with in this instance. And he goes back to the other side of the door. From like a dresser earlier, he takes out some food. Well,
You just left food in your dresser?
no, not dressers, and like the. Do you know like the desk side tables you get?
Yeah, they're not
And the ones you find in
nightstands.
corridors.
Yeah.
Nightstands, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, from nightstand outside.
But
in
you
the
left
corridor.
food in a drawer, like...
Not in a drawer, like on a table.
Okay.
On a table outside.
I got kind of
He
confused.
just wasn't sure. He just didn't want to bring food inside because, like, if she said...
Oh, I thought you had.
No, aside from your food. His food.
Oh, right, okay, cool, got you.
Because otherwise, if you said no, he'd be like, okay, I'm just going to take my food outside now, I'd be depressing.
Got you.
So,
All right, so let's
that
let's
happens.
shift as you guys sit down to eat and continue talking. Let's shift over to Ebonir. Ebonir, you stomp out angry.
Oh yes, quite angry. And,
So you follow directions going through Respite with its wonderful giant statues, and by giant statues I mean statues of giants. Just so we're clear.
right.
This was once a giant city, after all. Passing by people who are coming and going, it's a very busy day. It's a bit early, probably like, I'd say early, but 10 a.m. is not early for some people. I mean, it's obviously not early for Toussaint, who is at a brothel at 10.
The early
The
shift are
early
like,
bird.
what is this?
The early bird gets the worm. That's all I'm saying.
I wasn't aware you called
Okay,
it a worm.
yeah. So let me find, what is it? House of Wizardry. Yes, you find a very large building made of like 3 upturned ships, sort of glued together, and held together with rope and nails and planks and stone pillars that they're stuck up against. And it is just like you just hear people inside. There's no door to speak of. It's like this like 15-foot wide, 10-foot tall entryway, and you just hear a cacophony coming from it. There's a sign that says House of Wizardry in aged cursive script with like a hand holding a crystal ball next to it.
Well, I guess there's no place to go but in. And Ebonir walks in.
So this shop is filled to the brim with mostly gnomes and halflings, but a few humans and other sorts here. Every nook and cranny has its own little sign, like Bilbus's Bunderful Wizardry. I don't know. They've got all sorts of like miniature shops set up here. Many
Is it
people,
with the meme bee?
Yes. It's with the meme bee, and there's so many JPEG artifacts on it. You're wondering how anyone printed that to begin with. There must be 30 or 40 people here trying to sell their magic goods. And by magic goods, I mean magic services. Mostly people here are selling, like, you think someone's cheating on you? Buy a Zone of Truth today and find out the truth. Worried about the future? Ask me for an augury and I will tell you your deepest secrets.
This is the back of a comic book.
Yes, exactly. X-ray glasses. Get your X-ray glasses here. So there aren't much in the way of magic items here. However, you can get wizard spells of 2nd level or lower here for a fair price. And there are a few magic items. Mostly like people offering like custom crafting services for cheap for like low tier magic items.
Do they all look like shoddy wizards, or is there any stall that looks like particularly strong? Like I'm looking for like. Go ahead.
What are you looking for? I guess
I'm looking for the strongest, most powerful wizard I can find in this place.
They're
find
all
the muscle wizard.
They're all pretty amateur. Anyone who could hold their own wouldn't be casting spells for this House of Wizardry. But I mean, you get what you can get, I guess.
Yeah. I sort of ask around and ask if there's any wizard in Stormreach that has much superb skill. I'm looking for someone who can cast pretty high level stuff.
Let me take a peek.
And Ebonir's doing it in his normal, obnoxious, arrogant manner.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check. But with disadvantage because you're being an ass.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just take the disadvantage. I shouldn't have taken the disadvantage. Ah, fuck.
So with a 9, like, you ask around, it's like, why are you coming? I'm trying to sell services here. You want me to find someone else for you? You can find a guide for all I care.
Yes, I understand services, but I'm looking for someone to cast an identify spell, but just not any normal identify spell, a really strong one.
You think it would make a difference?
I'm hoping it would.
Eh.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll make you an offer. If you can cast Identify on this object and actually identify what it is, I will pay double your fee. But if you cannot, will you direct me to whoever might be capable of doing such a thing?
I suppose, but you have to pay for the identify otherwise. I'm running a business here. This is like a halfling that is like a bit on the heavy side with like a kind of a ridiculously big beard for a halfling.
How much is the Identify?
Identify costs 20 gold. Be 20 Galifars from you. With your attitude, with your attitude, you're lucky I did boost it up a little bit.
Yes. All right. Here's. And Ebony reaches into his pouch. Here's 20 gold. He pulls out 20 Galifar.
His hands move quite swiftly, counting them, and then raking them away into a bag behind the counter.
Now, you will tell me, if you can't identify this thing, you will tell me someone who might be able to.
Yes. You've got yourself a deal, or my name isn't...
Right, not important. Ebeneer...
Probably pickle fuck.
Ebeneer, looks over both shoulders to see if anyone's watching him, and then, pulls the amulet out of his shirt and puts it onto the table.
Oh! Gross! What is this thing?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
He pokes it a bit and it shudders. Is this... What, you try to polymorph a hamster or something? Go astray? Ugh. Well,
I'm not sure what it is. I just found it, but I do need to ascertain exactly what it might be.
He reaches down and gives it a sniff. Surprised that it doesn't, have a rank smell to it. Pokes it again. Oh, it's so sticky. Well, give me a few moments, sir. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a pearl, quite a nice-looking pearl. Holds it up to his forehead as he places his hand on it, and begins chanting under his breath.
Is this for real? Or is he bullshitting me?
No, he's casting magic.
Okay.
This is definitely Identify. So minutes pass as he continues to enchant, continues to cast the spell. The pearl glows softly as he does so. And inevitably... the spell finishes, the pearl makes a soft flash, and then goes dull. And then he opens his eyes, looks down at it. Not sure what it is. It's definitely magical. It's
Right.
definitely sort of alive. Oh.
Do you see my conundrum now?
Magic returns nothing. Even items that contain curses usually have some sort of effect with that. You keep shuddering
Oh, for
as he
God's
puts the
sake!
pearl away.
Ebeneer grabs the amulet, puts it back on over his head, and puts it underneath his shirt.
You feel, you feel that sense of relief return, that it's comfort. Well, what you want to do is head down to Coasthold. Citadel of the 12, the House Cannith's representative there, Tovin de Cannith,
Tovin.
He's the most skilled wizard in Stormreach at this time.
Thank you, sir. You have been inevitably helpful. I will be on my way. And Ebonir gathers his things and heads towards Coastal. What was the guy's name again?
Tovin de Kenneth.
Tovin de Kenneth.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just giving this a read. Don't mind me. I've got something to say. I'm just reading right now.
I once met a person.
Yes. Ebonir is just walking down, absentmindedly playing with the amulet underneath his shirt. Not even sure why.
All right. So, what's everyone else doing at this time?
Well, in your opinion, it's clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, it's that clanking.
Also sending you my own DMs all up in the Discord, but
Oh, you did.
did. I just want to get it off my back.
Well, actually, you would know. I gotta send you a PM.
Okie dokie.
Actually, this might be a good point to take a short break.
Even
That'd be
better.
great. Oh wait, what? It's already 12 o'clock or half 12. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so we're gonna take a short break. We'll be back in like 10 to 15 minutes.
I wish
Until
this was such
then,
a-
stay tuned.
All right.
Orion, you there?
I am.
Goddamn Ebonir! Fucking! Oh man, Alden's gonna poison his drink with laxatives.
I'm sure he's mad.
Ebonir's slowly becoming the villain of this whole campaign.
He really is.
And none of us know.
And I'm the bad guy, huh?
Yes, you are. You're still the bad guy. We have two bad guys.
What's funny is none of you brought up the amulet. That was what I thought you were all going to ask me about.
I was
forgot.
too distracted.
Yeah.
I was
What happened with the amulet? You took it out and you
You wore it.
brandished it, didn't
With
you?
it,
Yeah.
Well, I was too busy fighting a big bad, Umber Hulk, and I was across the cavern from you, so I was kind of like,
I think I'd been shot off the cliff by that point.
yeah.
No, you were paralyzed.
Oh, is it then?
Yeah.
All right.
It was when
Yeah.
that was my first attempt to do
Oh,
it.
right.
It was to try and dissuade it.
Also, really quick, thanks to Big Pancac, Negta9311, and Capacity 817 for following. We're up to 200 followers on
What?
Yeah.
Legends,
How much?
absolute legends.
200.
Holy fuck. 200?
200.
Nice.
200.
Nice.
With that, I'm gonna make tea. Be right back. Make tea in the name of your followers, Rick.
Restore the rainy day fund. I love that.
Yeah, I had to empty my savings when my monitor started failing.
But hey, it's all good now.
I'm loving Doifam's trash talk.
I really want him to be a villain in this game.
Yeah, I'm reading it in he's almost like a Skeletor kind of
Right.
what's it? Green Goblin from the first Tobey
Right.
Maguire film type.
Doy fam. See you in the town of dreams, hero. Right.
Twirling his mustache.
Oh god.
So was that the confrontation we all imagined it would be?
Right.
It was.
No,
did any of
no,
your
I-
hypothetical conversations come up, Dimmy?
Yeah. One or two of them did. Yeah. I didn't get to confront. I didn't get to confront him on. Why the fuck you turned white, yo? I mean, whiter than you are now.
What?
Oh, he sort of talked
Although,
about it. He mostly talked about it to me, but
right.
though I guess I actually kind of know at this point now. So, but I haven't told anyone.
Sorry, who went what? What? Who went white? Am I forgetting something?
Aldrin goes white. Every time he uses his powers, he basically.
Oh, right,
goes
yeah.
white.
Okay, got you.
Right.
Yeah, he starts to show his actual form.
Yeah. I love that the rings are not only fucking with like Rakshasas now, they're also fucking with our own party dynamics. And I mean
Yeah,
the
it's,
rings of mind shielding is what I'm referring to.
Yeah. I have one too. This is gonna be the best thing ever.
Oh, there's the three of us who have it?
Yep.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
wow.
half the party does. It's great.
Yeah. We got super paranoid after that Rakshasa, and I'm like, yeah. And the worst part is because I figured I might be up to some shady shit, and I don't actually know what yet. I'm like, I'm gonna put this ring on just on the off chance. That was more meta-y than that. Like Tranquility only did it right now to get the Rakshasa, but at least I'm not like Isaiah with my bullshit I did before.
Yet.
Whoa.
You've already gone for the whole life is meaningless.
Yeah, you.
No. That's not it.
Oh.
That's not it.
That gives me actually a great idea. I hope, Dimmy, that you and I get to have a conversation. Because I have I have an idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going for more of a no. People who don't fit into a peaceful world don't belong there.
Oh yeah, that was dark. That was
Yeah. I've been trying to have this like passive aggressive like anger towards Creep, but he's never fucking here. It's so hard.
Hey, he was here for the one session where we did nothing but fight stuff.
Yeah, no.
Dick, right? Like.
I mean, in fairness, like, it's never that he's just, like, flaking out on us.
No.
Doi Fam is going. Yes, I saw that, Doi Fam, when you said you were going to make yourself an NPC. We actually can't wait. We've all been talking about we should have just made you one already.
Right.
I love how he calls us heroes.
Yeah, no.
Heroes, I'm going to use the plot point to make myself an NPC. I talk about it in the Sword Coast adventure. I'm not making fun of you, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's just the evils. Villains have to have an evil voice. It's either that or what's his goddamn name? The dude from Lazy Town.
Oh, I don't know.
What is his name?
Robbie Rotten.
Robbie Rotten. That was it. I was thinking Arthur B. Borrington, but that's from an entirely separate like sketch. Yeah, Robbie Rotten.
I hate to say that I know that so well, but I know that one. It's also because I kind of have been digging the whole thing. It's kind of like it's very wholesome, if you will.
Oh, what? He's really cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. Someone made the "We Are Number One" meme, and all of a sudden he fucking did it. It's like, oh my god, there's so happy.
Yeah, he was like, I don't quite understand this, but it's great.
Right, like, oh my god. Okay, I fucking love the dude. The dude's awesome. So it's gonna.
As opposed to, do you know Rick Astley doesn't like Rickrolling and thinks it's really weird.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I love the song. But that's me. Would I listen to it? No.
The problem is that it has become so much of a meme now that you can't hear it without thinking of the meme, and I think that's why he doesn't like it, because it's like Smash Mouth with Shrek.
Somebody, yeah. Fucking anyone who's a Game of Thrones fan here, I found a really great one of that from the recent season. And I'm just like,
oh, did he? Apparently, he embraced Rickrolling a while ago. I might be behind the times. It was a while ago that I got my information from.
Rick Astley embracing.
Oh, okay.
There's a video of him embracing and doing it on stage, like with the Foo Fighters.
Apparently, my information's out of date. That's cool.
I just love the idea that they're starting up, and all of a sudden, he fucking pops up onto the stage and starts doing it. Oh, thank you. What's this stone?
So I have a question.
Is it Rick Astley?
What the fuck? No, Stone, get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Stone, stop it.
that's ow. Heroes,
What?
Dragon, or Rakshasa.
Stone, fuck off. Oh my god.
What's
So
wrong
if I'm
with
you stop that.
It's he's
Uh,
there's the view.
Thank you.
What's going on?
Oh, Stone linked a video of someone playing Smash Mouth where every time they say stars, they take a bite of an onion.
Stars.
Matthew,
Oh,
don't leave the chat unattended.
Dory
Alright, I'm
fan
back.
would like to know.
Thank you for that, by the way. That's the best shit.
Dragon
So
on
let me-
Rakshasa, neither.
No,
Neither.
here's no. I'll run a stream poll.
No, stop this. I don't want
What's
those.
stream
Actually,
poll?
no, dragon, because dragons can be like equivalent to our level because you can have the young ones, right? So that makes more sense than the Rakshasa that is always horrible. Also, the Rakshasa are directly opposed to us, whereas the dragons are not, and the good evil alignment with chromatic and
I am logged in. What the
And-
fuck?
Dragons can take on humanoid forms, therefore I could seduce it.
hey.
I think I think that's
Dragon-
not entirely.
Yeah, I'm going for dragons too, I feel. Because unfortunately, I can't vote for some fucking reason.
Right, I'll be right back. Actually, I've got to I got caught up talking. I'll only be a minute.
We could do the coast hold bit.
I fucking still love that. I love that line so much, Rick, from last Sunday.
Which one?
The whole I see the plot way over there on the horizon, and I said no. The
Exactly.
it's fucking funny.
No one's voting.
I
I
don't
try-
even see the poll.
I
If
tried to vote, but it just
it's
it
not
wouldn't let
working.
me.
Poll?
Hmm.
Yeah,
I want a long-term NPC.
I mean,
The poll is going to be on hit play.
Oh, I have to play.
Yeah, it's an overlay on the
Oh,
video itself.
I have to log in and approve Steam Labs by clicking on the puzzle piece in the bottom right corner of the video player.
Oh, do you have to have Streamlabs connected? That's weird.
I guess.
Oh, well.
Like, there we go.
There's the poll. Okay.
Yeah.
There we are.
I have to pause this again so I don't see what Rick's doing.
I'm not doing anything right now.
I know, but precautions.
I think everyone is kind of just on the boat. Oop. It's too complicated. I give up. Everyone text your vote on Twitch. We'll just do it by old school. Yay or nays.
If you want a dragon, type 1. If you want a Rakshasa, type 2.
Why not both? Why not a
No,
Rakshasa dragon?
If you want to kick,
Rakshasa Dragon?
if you want to kick Matthew out of the campaign, type 3.
It's probably for the best. This is when I reveal I love Dimmy's characters from last session so much so that I stole it. I'm working for you guys.
This is awesome. Can we have a shotgun? That's what we just said. God damn it. Okay.
Half dragon Rakshasa.
Oh, yeah.
It's possible.
If only that freaking Lady of All Lass was actually half Rakshasa instead of half elf, right? That'd be sick. It'd be a
Rakshagan wagon?
When you have the word shag,
no
in regards to
dragon
Toussaint,
wagons
I'm
going
worried.
on here.
Dragon wagon sounds like Toussaint.
Dragon wagon?
Heck yeah.
You're making it worse, Rick. You're making it worse.
You choose. Your choose is going important. What?
What?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I think he
I
said
just
your
don't have
choice
language.
is going. Okay.
Your choice is going to be important, heroes.
Oh, that's.
Uh,
I
Yeah,
love.
it's overwhelmingly for dragons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
Where's
everyone who can vote. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna end that there. Okay.
Put it out of the game.
So is everyone back now? I think. Now let's
Yes.
go. Let's get back into this. So who is doing what? Who's doing what?
I'll go. If you're ready, I'll go to Coasthold.
Okay. So yes, you head down through Locksmith Square to Coasthold. You can see the the Thunder Sea stretching out to the horizon and beyond. And you guys have really been talking there. So you arrived at the Citadel of the 12. It is a fairly large and well-built building over here. And you sort of see this, like, really tall set of walls on the far end of Coasthold that loom up and just, like, dwarf everything else. And, like, they're not marked or anything, and you can't see what's beyond them. But yeah, the Citadel 12 is marked with, man, is there a symbol for the 12? Let's find out. I don't think there is. 12 is, yeah, it's just an alliance of wizards supported by, well, whatever. So yes, you go to so the Citadel of the 12 has, like, a public entryway, but you're stopped by several guards who, just greet you forward. They're really, one is a half-orc, the other is a dwarf. They both seem, pretty jovial. Well, what's your business here, then, sir?
Yes. I'm not sure what the proper procedure to do this is, but I need to see Tovin de Cannith.
Roll me a d20.
Just a straight up d20.
Just roll me a d20. Oh, Tovin I didn't hear today. He's over at Sharn. He's got important business to attend to. After the whole day of mourning, he's sort of an important person, you see. This is the dwarf talking, of course.
Why is I mean, I know of the day of mourning, but why is Tovin de Cannith important to the day of mourning?
Okay, so what you would know about... so House Cannith was headquartered in Sire.
Right.
They got fucked super hard by the day of mourning.
Okay.
All of the heads of the family were wiped out. Most of the leaders and research facilities they had were wiped out.
Oof.
Yeah. So you can kind of instantly understand, like, oh, yeah, if he's a powerful wizard, that makes sense.
Okay.
What do you need to see him for? Do you have an appointment or something with him, or?
Well, that's the thing. I need to make one. I've come across an item, incredibly rare, but no one can identify it, and I'm afraid it is highly important that it becomes identified. It is most disturbing and perhaps would be most dangerous, but I need to ascertain what it is first. And...
Well, now you're speaking in nonsense. You sound like... Are you sure you're meeting with House Cannith and don't need to, see someone in a back alley about your fix?
No, I swear to you, how do I explain this? Well, okay. I'll just show it to you. And Ebony reaches down and pulls out the amulet and shows it to the Dwarven guard.
Oh, put that away. Oh, I don't even want to look at it.
Ebony puts it back underneath his shirt. As you can see,
why Tovin in particular?
Well, he is the most powerful wizard in all of Stormreach, and I've tried 2 different people using identify spells, and they've both failed. I think
roll a persuasion check.
Oh, bother. I'm going to use inspiration.
Okay, you got it. Use it if you've got it.
Yeah.
Use it if you got it.
I mean, 16 and a 15. Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah.
that's how it
So
goes.
yeah, with a 21, he looks over to the half orc. It's very clear from their badges. Like the dwarf is from House Kundarak, the half orc is from House Thrashk. They're probably just this is probably just a side job for them, honestly. Half orc shrugs, doesn't say anything. Well, if you come in, we'll call over Ameline.
Oh, that would be helpful. Who's
Ameline Santor de Civis. Wonderful, very skilled, very skilled practitioner of the arcane. I think she's over in the bank now. I'll
yes.
go get her.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Show me in, and I will.
So
I will
Holgren
wait.
here is gonna sit you down on a bench, and you're gonna stay there until I get back.
Yes. Of course.
Holgren, the half orc, just doesn't grab you or anything. Just sort of gestures inside. The inside is nice and cooled. It's like it's artificially cooled. They've probably got like air conditioners with air elementals like running through them. Cool, actually. He leads you in and sets you down on a wooden bench. It's kind of uncomfortable, but what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
The entryway is like filled with tons of paintings of people from the dragon marked houses. 12, in fact, one for each house. And you actually see one that's labeled Tovin de Cannith. An old man with kind of sunken cheeks and a white goatee that's about 3 inches longer than it has any right to be, and a mustache curled up, a gray mustache curled up in a ridiculous fashion. He's like balding. It's got some spots on his head, but otherwise he's got a very large smile.
Seems like a pleasant fellow.
Holgren shrugs, and the dwarf guard leads away. It takes about 15 minutes before he returns, during which you get increasingly bored. You're just sort of led to like fiddle around with the amulet, like squeeze it like a stress ball. It lets out a soft squeak whenever you do.
I don't even notice it.
Yeah. And it's not long before who is this? Female gnome. Okay. So the dwarf comes back with a woman who is much shorter than even he is. He's like 4'10". She's like 2'10".
Whoa.
She is dressed in fine black robes. She has a gilded badge of House Civis. I don't remember what their badge looks like, but you can look it up if you want. She's got a pair of like rose gold spectacles that make her eyes appear just slightly too large.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got this bright lipstick and some makeup on. She does have brightly colored hair though, sort of shaved on one side and swept across. It's like it's like a bright blonde streaked with pink. Standard gnome affair, really. Oh, you must be that young man that whole dwarf name.
Oh,
You say young man, and all I can imagine is big white fucking hair kind of going, oh, young? What?
yes.
You must be the one that Bob told me about.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Ebenezer Riston, and yes, I have a conundrum of sorts. Would you be able to help me with it?
Oh, perhaps. Come on, let's go in. I'll lead you to my office.
All right, follow her.
She takes your hand as before going past you. I am Ameline Santor de Civis, head of House Civis's services here at the Citadel.
I'm familiar with House Civis. actually had dealings with him in the past. Quite an agreeable group.
Everyone does.
Yes. Yes, this was a particular occasion. It was a transaction regarding a rather dangerous book that I was involved with. But,
She just sort of like, yes, yeah. Not really listening to you.
Yes.
So she leads you into the main building of the Citadel of the 12, and leads you in past these wondrous glass doors that open on their own. It's crazy. They you walk toward them and they swing inward ever so slowly. Inside is a post office. There is several counters with 10 gnomes working there. Several people sending letters and packages. Someone's trying to send a 4-foot tall box that is very clearly shaking and rattling. But she leads you back behind the counters, saying hello to her, the office workers. And through not far back is her office. It's very large, especially for a gnome. It's got a human-sized desk with a chair that spins upward when she sits down on it. There's a bookcase there's a tiered bookcase in the back that can move around each other, just filled to the brim with books and scrap pieces of paper that stick out of them. And she has a big painting of herself next to the desk with different colored hair. Her hair was blue with streaks of purple in it. But yeah, she sits down and the desk spins up. She has one of those office toys, the pendulums, and pulls it back and lets it go and just click, 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 click. So, some sort of item or other told me about something you needed to have looked at.
Yes. Before I bring it out, I must ask you to prepare yourself. It is a little shocking. And Ebonir reaches in and pulls out the amulet and takes it off his head and puts it down on the desk and just leaves it there.
Oh, this is
Yes?
She's grimacing, clenching her teeth. It is quite gross.
Yes, truly, but it could be very important, and I would greatly appreciate if you could help me identify what it is. As I said to the guards outside, 2 relatively skilled magicians have tried to identify it and completely failed.
Give me a moment to look at my options here.
Yes. Ebonir is watching the tick, 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 tick.
It is quite hypnotic. Hmm. Not strong enough for legend lore, which would have really helped. And Tovin is not in. Well, conjure no bot. I don't think there's any 4th level spells that can help you out here.
No.
Yeah, not really.
All right.
Any 3rd level spells that can help you out here? Probably not. So where did you where did you get this?
Ah, well, all right. Do you know, Lady Dolores? Is that name familiar to you?
Let's find out. No, it doesn't ring a bell. No.
Oh, well. See, me and my group were from Sean, and we were trying to prevent a murder. There was a series of killings carried out. The man that did it he was under the influence of something. I'm not entirely sure what. And he had this amulet. It might be very important, because whatever's influencing him, I need to find them. And this is my only link.
You seem like a learned man. Why would you put this on if he was being controlled by something? So you're lucky that you could even take it off. Could be cursed or worse.
Yes. Well, to be perfectly honest, bit desperate move. Was in a situation where we were heavily outnumbered and could have easily died, and it was a hope and a prayer that maybe it might grant me some sort of benefit. It turned out to not work at all. But here I am, barely alive, as you can see, and still I feel that we're in a race against time, and so I'm forced to take certain risks.
Well, most I could do is try to remove whatever magic is on here. Probably wouldn't be successful. May at least dampen it for a time.
Maybe that's not the best idea. I need to reach out to it, and until I can figure out what it is...
Reach out to what?
Well, to the influence that was driving the murderer. I need to reach them. It's
murderers
desperately...
aren't often driven by something. Could very well have just been mad.
No, there was...
What are you doing getting involved in in a murderer's business? Do you often do this sort of thing? I don't mean...
No.
Well, I do very well mean to pry. You come here asking for this thing to be identified.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure how much I can say, honestly. As I said, I'm working on a very important thing for Lady Dolores, who you obviously do not know, but rest assured, I think if you ask around, you'll find that she generally has the best of intentions in mind, and I better not speak too much, for else fear of risking harm to others.
You know how like, iffy you sound right now?
Yes.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yes.
Let's see what you get. $14.
Oh.
It's not terrible. Well, don't seem crazy, at least. So let me hold on to this. I'll have Tovin take a look at it the first minute that he's in.
Oh, would it be possible instead for me to just come back? I think I'd rather hold on to it for a while.
Tovin is quite the busy man, you know. But if you need to hold on to it, then that's fine.
I sort of do. And Ebonier quickly grabs it and puts it back on and under his shirt. But I will inquire back again. I'm not sure when I'll be here. We might be leaving rather soon. We have to head south. But I will check back.
Heading into the jungle then.
Yes. Do you know anything about thrycrenes in the south? Specifically a big desert.
The Menectaran?
Oh, yes, them.
No, that's the desert.
Oh, right, the desert. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm new here. I don't know the names of anything.
Fuck you sound super crazy. My goodness.
That's great. That's great. I love it.
What are you referring to exactly? Yes, there are plenty of Thrycreen in the Menectheroon.
Yes.
Plenty of them in the desert as well. Plenty of them here in Stormreach.
One who's apparently made himself a king.
I did hear something about that. I believe they call his name was Dadachum.
Dadachum.
King Dadachum. Kind of a strange thing for a Thrycreen to declare himself a king. It's so far from here, I'm not too worried about it.
Well,
Much more pressing matters to consider.
I'm sure. Well, thank you very much for your time. I will probably return and inquire after Tovin. I know he's busy, but if I can grab him, I will. Thank you so much. And
Yes.
one more thing. I would be careful who you mention this to. Chances are that
you know just how crazy you sound, right?
I'm afraid I do, and the only advice I can give you is if you inquire after Lady Dolores, you will find that her affairs typically lead to, well, lots of secrecy, which is why I have to sound as insane as I do.
I swear, if this is the work of one of the other houses, I pull my hair out. She hits a lever on the arm of her chair, and it spirals down again. She hops out of it. Well, this has been quite interesting, Mr. Ebonier.
Ebonier.
Mr. Ristone.
Rustin. Yes.
Ristone.
Yes. It was quite illuminating, Miss Santa. Thank you very much for your time.
She opens the door and steps out, sort of leading you out. I'll be sure to look into the Lady Dolores business. I'm sure it's nothing. Well, this has been a very interesting meeting, if nothing else.
Yes.
And then you hear a high-pitched voice as you pass into it, as she talks. Is that Amaline de Civis? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! This little gnome dressed in leather with these sort of ridiculous-looking goggles against his head walks up to him, and goes to grab her arm, and then realizes that he has this big gauntlet on his hand, and then goes and grabs with the other one and shakes her hand violently. Oh my goodness, I've heard so much about you. I've just been hoping to hear you. I was just here to send out some letters, you see. And oh my goodness.
Do I
did
know
you say Lady Dolores?
Wait, I think I know you. Do I know you?
You've never seen him before.
Okay. Yes. He worked for Lady Dolores.
I do too. I'm here on business, actually. I shouldn't be telling anyone that, but Mr. Civis, you won't tell anyone, will you? Yes. And who would you be? I forgot his last name. Oh, yes. Toshly Manwin of the Korenberg Manwins.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I kind of caught on right away.
Hard candy? He reaches into his pocket with a gloved hand and pulls out a ridiculous amount of candy. Many of them out of their wrappers and stuck together. Security. No. It's. Don't need any security here. I'll be on my way. It's just such a pleasure to meet you. And yes, Lady Dolores, we should talk about that. Didn't know she had anyone else down here at the time. Wait, I had to send out a letter. Wait outside. I'll meet you in just a bit. Oh, Amaline Centaur de Civis. Such an honor meeting you. Get out of my face before I call security. Yes, don't worry about me. I'm just he shoves some lint-covered gummy bears into his mouth and puts the rest in his pocket. I'm just gonna be over here. I'm gonna be over here. So this odd little gnome walks over there and reaches into a bag that he had left behind. Has like a box, or actually it's like a small chest, and sets it up on the counter. Yes, I need to ship this out. I'll Ebonir, what do you do?
What? I go and I start walking, and then I stop and consider it for a second, and I decide to wait for him.
Okay. Your funeral, I guess. So yeah, he takes several minutes to ship out, pulling a bunch of gold out of his bag of holding and putting it down, and then starts walking over quickly to you, grabs you with his still sticky, gauntleted hand, and dragging you outside. And by that I mean he tries to drag you, but he's got like 3 strength, some ridiculously low number. He doesn't. You don't even scoot across the tiled floor.
I'm sorry. Can I help you with something?
Yeah. Yes. Let's go talk outside. I've taken care of my business. You've taken care of yours.
Well, I don't have a lot of time. I just wanted to inquire. You said you work for Lady Dolores.
Yes, and that's what we'll talk about.
Yes. I don't have a lot of time. What did you do for her exactly?
Some business up in over. I'm not supposed to tell anyone. Did some business up for in Fairhaven, and had a lovely trip down to was it Flamehold? Flamekeep. I had a lovely little trip down to Flamekeep where that was actually terrible. Actually, I almost lost my hand. And he pulls back his ungauntleted arm and shows that he has like this big scar going around it. It looks like his hand was almost chopped off.
Okay. Flamekeep. Okay. How about this? How about you and I meet later? How does that sound?
Oh, but I can't stay around forever. I've got business to attend to.
So do I. But after your business, I will meet you later. How does that sound?
No, I'm leaving. I have things to do. I'm a busy gnome.
Well, then we'll catch up another time. Bye-bye. And Ebonir starts walking off.
As you walk out the door, you hear a loud whistle behind you, and then this ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk moves quite quickly and blocks your path. You see this like 10-foot tall, big mechanical bird. Reminds you of an axe beak, although without the axe beak. It's just got this long like snout that's filled with razor sharp teeth. A mechanical glass eye stares to look at you and focuses in.
I'm almost sad that Stone never told me about this. I would have fucking drawn that thing so long ago.
What is this? What is that?
Oh, that's metal smuckers. Metal smuckers. Just don't leave. We need to talk. I don't know who you are, but we need to talk.
All right. What is it you wish to talk about?
Gummies? He holds up.
No.
Suit yourself. No. Takes a big mouthful of them.
Well, yes. What do you want to talk about?
Sorry, I had to take a drink. I take a sip.
Okay.
So he. Actually, I think I have a token of him somewhere. Yeah, it's right in there. There he is, but too big. So yes, he is going to lead you off a bit and actually, just start walking with you to Locksmith Square. He does, he pats the metal smuckers on the side, and this ladder, tips down, and he grabs onto it, and it kind of automatically brings him up and pops him on the saddle. and it ka-chunk walking next to you. So at least you're eye level with him. For a gnome, he is incredibly small. He is only 2 feet tall.
Wow.
You could punt him. You, with your 10 strength, could punt him. So let's shift over to someone else for a bit, shall we?
Yeah. Yes.
What is everyone else doing?
All right. Well, how long could we possibly be in this place before me or possibly Creep get bored?
You guys don't run out of stamina, right?
Yeah, that's not the question though. I probably not gonna actually partake of anything because I'm just kind of sitting here, like, okay, sure.
So you get a lap dance, and it doesn't go beyond that, despite Toussaint's encouragement.
All right.
Creep gets a little handsy and actually gets escorted out.
Ooh, what delicate flesh you have. Okay, Bub, out. But no, as a matter, you're out.
So he leaves the pink conch. And we're back. I had to reset the stream because of some technical difficulties. Who's doing what? Tranquility, Toussaint, and Creep. Creep got kicked out of the pink conch.
Yeah, I follow soon after he gets kicked out. Like, goddamn Creep.
Toussaint takes its time.
Alright, well, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're just going to have to wait.
Alright, so let's go.
Oh, no, you can, I mean, if we want to skip ahead, that's fine.
It's
He's
probably
just,
the best.
he doesn't, his friends get kicked out, and he's like, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. And eventually wanders out. Content.
Alright, so I kind of just shake my head and we'll go. I want to talk to you about a particular thing that's been on my mind.
All right, go ahead.
So, the orcs who attacked our, hopefully, the man with the money, the one we retrieved the swords for.
Wait.
Did you see them down there in the underground? Did we see them in the underground? I forgot.
I killed so many.
There were no orcs with them. No.
Right, but there was some when they were attacking that one, or the one guy. So
Yeah, there were 2 orcs that roughed them up.
Alright, so I'll kind of say, yeah, I want to figure out where those orcs are. I think we should probably make sure that they're up to no good.
And when we find them, then?
Well, I'm thinking these guys probably are going to still want that money, and they might hurt someone else to get that money. I was thinking perhaps we should make sure they don't do something like that.
For the good of the group, huh?
Yes. Last thing we need is to get this money while we're still in recovery and be jumped by a bunch of orcs.
It's fair, but they talk like they work for someone bigger. It seems like a lot of trouble.
That was just
Maybe-
a thought.
Maybe we go have a talk with this someone bigger.
Yes.
Now, who is this?
Do you remember the name?
No.
I said it
Toussaint
several-
doesn't pay attention to stuff like that.
Hold on, let me see my notes here. I think I might have wrote it down. Nope.
Zarian Rack.
Zorian Rack, you got it?
Sorry, Zarian the Rock.
Zorian Rack.
Rock.
His name is Zorian Rack, huh?
Oh, yes. This one was the aggressive name. Well, he seemed like the type of person we can find if we look. He has lackeys.
Did you really just?
Did I miss the joke?
I guess. Rockies.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't
Oh,
mean to.
well, I did.
Well done, Rick.
Oh,
You
oh.
win this round.
Hello,
That is really
music.
loud.
Good music.
Rick, that is so loud.
Maybe his brain exploded because the music suddenly
Right? Fucking
got
hell.
loud.
Sorry, I roll. Oh, geez, that's very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's entirely...
sorry, I was. I accidentally unplugged my mic for a short moment, and Voice Meter does not like that. Not one bit.
Alright. So, Toussaint, we should find this man. Then, his lackeys, would you know how to fight him this way?
Ah, no. I am as new here as you are. We find him. Maybe we talk some sense into him. Maybe we kill him. I do not know.
He doesn't seem to be a good man.
No,
Definitely not.
this good and bad with you. It's always one or the other. I say you do what you need to do.
What was the word that Evanier used? Pragmatism?
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
The best alignment.
I love.
It's-
I was gonna look at Toussaint's sheet to see what he had written down, but alignment's just blank,
yeah. I don't
That's
believe it.
fitting.
which is also fair.
This is just another word for men to make themselves feel good.
There's nothing wrong for striving for a peaceful world.
Peaceful, sure, but boring.
I'll laugh. Like, we should go find this man.
Who was
Should we get the
who's going to
other?
be a worse influence on Tranquility, Agarin or Toussaint?
Yes.
Time will tell.
So I kind of look like should we get the others, or should we take care of this problem?
You know,
I have a feeling
I am tempted to say we can take care of this, but I have seen you take the initiative, and you almost always die.
that giant came out of nowhere.
Says
I-
the king to the kettle.
I cannot hitch my wagon to you.
We have creep. I kind of look at creep.
You are a good thinker. I like where you're going, but I think you should present this idea to the others.
And be turned down, or worse, questioned for my gifts, for my understanding.
Toussaint will clap Tranquility on the shoulder with like a clunk.
Clank.
I have your back, and you know they trust me.
You stole my back?
No, I will. You and I, we are together.
Yes, okay.
And he is creep.
Let us talk to the others about it. Perhaps they'll listen to you, maybe.
Yes, of course. I have the gift for gab.
I'll just kind of nod and we'll head back. I'll start heading back at least. Grabbing Creep by his cloak and kind of dragging him along.
Toussaint will head back too, but he's walking funny.
I'm sorry, I'm reading a thing that Doifam sent me. and
Oh,
deciphering
I'm
it
sorry about
correctly.
that too.
Go over to Ebonier, and he's just nodding his head. Like, yes, yes,
okay.
that's very interesting, Toshli. No, I told you I don't want any more of your candy. Please, please.
You should kill Toshli for the memes.
I will give up my next
Okay.
I will give up my next point for that.
All right. So you guys are doing what? You guys are looking for Sarian Rock.
No, we're
No.
we're headed back and we're gonna get the others to go look for Sarian Rock with
Okay. So you guys return to Respite, right? Yeah.
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 Yeah. And so you guys walk in. Annika and Aldrin have been talking for what seems like forever, but they're also still like 90 minutes behind you guys. So what do you guys do? Do you just keep talking and working on your stuff?
Well, sorry, you go.
You go.
No, you sir. You go first. I
Stop
insist.
this. We can't both be British. Yeah, but I believe Aldrin's leaving to like go do more stuff. So when that happens, Annika will do a bit more work. To be fair, she's probably just going to continue until like other people turn up. So until she like hears someone else that she recognizes, she's just going to keep doing some work.
She's a busy girl.
Yeah.
All right, and Aldrin goes and gets ready for the day. And what does he do with his day?
Oh, so he writes a little. So did Ebony leave his pack in his room?
No.
Probably, yeah, probably not. He's got his bag of holding, so.
Okay, wonderful. So yeah, Aldrin grabs one of his letters from his bag and pops it underneath Ebony's pillow. Then he goes out and does a bit of shopping and then returns to the inn. He gets some native Stormreach food, Zendrick food, sorry. He also gets a great bow question mark?
Oh,
Is that a thing?
But why?
Because, well, there's a reason behind it that will be revealed. Unless they're not allowed, which is fine. Right?
I mean...
I got a Garrett. Wait, that sounds threatening. I'm sorry.
If you look around and... So you see a half... Who is echoing? God damn it, Demi. You see like a half ogre... Not half ogre. Okay, so you head to the marketplace. Yes. Right? There you find a half-giant... you see a half-giant selling bows and arrows that are much too big for a normal man. Much too big.
I've seen those before. Take it they are not just arrows meant for giants, of course.
That they are just arrows meant for giants.
Oh.
They are like a short bow is meant for giants. Slightly smaller than that. So this half giant's he's 9 feet tall. He's got a bunch of facial tattoos. Imagine them how you will. These aren't. Oh yes, these were originally designed for giants, but I've whittled them down a bit so that people of my stature can use them. Seem a bit small for them, though. I've seen a few of your like come through interested in these.
Oh, I see. Well, to be frank, I am pretty small. I won't deny that, but I've seen.
It's good to meet you, Frank.
Did he say? What did he say?
Good to meet you, Frank.
My name is Frank. It is Aldrin. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
I am.
God, let it be Frank.
I thought he just didn't understand punctuation and just said.
You said to be frank.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aldrin doesn't get the joke.
Okay. His name is Frank.
Frank. Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Frank.
My name's actually Francis. Frank is just a nickname.
Called by friends or business partners?
Anyone, really.
Oh. Well, it is a nice nickname, Frank. Frankly. to say.
Well, I see you're a bit small for this, and this is all I'm selling today.
I mean, I seen a man half my size fire one of these straight through an enemy and pierce him right through his chest.
Maybe if there were two of you.
Two of me. No, that would be a nightmare in a way. So, why is he so hard to fire?
Do you not see?
I mean-
He picks up one and sets it down. It's an 8-foot tall bow, with arms as thick as human arms.
Oof. To be frank, I did see the man. He fired them with his feet, actually.
That seems even more ridiculous.
I mean, it was ridiculous, but you know what wasn't ridiculous? His accuracy. And the power of these.
Well, I'm not saying I won't sell them to you if you want them, even as an oddity.
I mean, does it come with something that can fire it? These arrows.
Well, you'll have to buy the arrows separately, of course. I'm not running a charity here.
Of course, Frank. Although you do look kind enough to run a charity.
Never.
How much was the, this bow and
155 gold for a quiver of these massive arrows and this great bow, which he sets down with a thump. This thing must weigh like 50 pounds.
Oof. That is quite an amount. No, anyway I could haggle you down. I'll lay on some charm, you'll be like, oh, Aldrin, you are so kind. And I'll be like, Frank, you're so kind. And you lay down the price by 10 gold, 20 gold.
He leans down and stares you right at your face, like just a few inches from you. No.
Of course not, Frank. I wouldn't expect it from such a kind man. And he'll buy the
All right.
great bow.
So he's kind of pinching you on the arrows, but great bow.
Yeah.
Where is? I keep losing the items. There it is. Great arrows.
I don't think I identified. I'm looking in the martial equipment, by the way.
Look at the party sheet.
Oh,
They're in there now.
You are the MVP, Rick, that we all need.
And now you get to drag them one by one into your inventory.
No,
Yeah.
like this.
You've been tricked.
It's
Actually, if I do this,
why didn't you just do this before? Rick?
yeah, there you go.
Why didn't you do this before? What? Why you gotta be like this?
Because so you buy a ridiculously sized homebrew great bow. So for those folks at home, it's a D12 ranged weapon with a ridiculous range, but it's heavy, and it has the loading property, which you cannot bypass. You can only ever make one attack with it. On an 11 or 12 against a larger, smaller creature, on the damage die, the creature is also knocked prone from the force. The Groit bow. It's quite a bow.
Excuse me.
God damn, and
That's
Orlando
not a
archers.
ball. This is a ball.
Yeah, it is the great bow from Anne Orlando. So what else do you do besides haggling for this Groit bow?
Quote unquote haggling.
Yeah, haggling. Can we haggle? No. Oh, okay.
I mean,
The guy's really serious about it. He's only got like 3 bows to sell, so...
are they all the same bow?
Vaguely. Some of them have different marks than others.
Okay. He says, oh shit, I just deleted all my gold. There we go. Sorry, yeah, he says, thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. Pleasure doing business. Bid farewell.
right. What
Damn
else
it,
are you
Dave.
doing? What else are you doing?
Oh, he's going back. He's going to use his ingredients to make some, like picnic food for later.
All right.
And
So
he
you
also,
go
Sorry.
and bake some more. Is that what you do when you're depressed?
fuck yeah. No, the best thing is to bake when you're depressed or cook when you're depressed. You know, it's the cure to life's happiness. Cure
right.
to life's happiness, cure to life's sadness.
So you return and you're baking when Toussaint, Tranquility, and Creep get in. Annika's still up. You hear this shoo 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 shoo. I don't know what that sound is, but hammering and sawing and welding and all of that sounds.
My zhuzh machine is actually on the fritz at the moment, so...
Yeah.
So there is no Jushin.
No, there's much zhushing, but it's not doing much. It's like, when you've got something, just, like, it gets louder and louder, but it's doing less and less.
Nothing worse than a Jush that won't Jush.
Exactly.
Beautiful, guys. Beautiful.
So yeah, Toussaint, Tranquility, and Creep arrive. You can see Aldrin baking in the background.
Where is Evanier? Is he still gone? Maybe he died?
I'll go get Annika. As I'll go looking for where all the hammering's coming from.
Yeah, you go upstairs and there she is. The door's like half opened. She probably went out and went back in and didn't close it.
So I'll kind of go.
It opens.
And I imagine she does hear this time, because Tranquility's not worried about his fist breaking.
Yeah. Like, mirror the door, probably the door.
She'll lift the goggles up off her head and stop whatever welding she was doing.
So, you don't have a disappointed look on your face when I come in, do I by chance? Do you by chance? Because I know you're a little upset about the shadow thing.
She's got a very kind of... She's very much waiting for Tranquility to make the first move. She's kind of I'm expecting something from you here kind of look.
While me and Toussaint were out, I had come up with a plan. I was wondering if you would be so kind as to come down and talk to me and the others about it. Take care of something.
Okay, I'll be down.
Okay, so kind of we'll make a gesture like I'm going downstairs now. If you follow, you follow. I don't know why you cut out so bad for me though. Holy shit.
I don't know either.
Yeah, Annika's gonna pack up all her stuff before she goes down, so it's gonna take 10 minutes to get everything put away.
Alright. So yeah, I'll just head down there for now and wait for her.
All
I'll wait
right.
for the others.
So yeah, it's not so Ebonir and Toshli.
Oh.
So yeah, as you're walking along, Toshli's like, "Well, how did you meet Lady Dolorith? It's been a while since I've seen him, but my friends and I, we were in the jungle and we were about to get stomped by this big metal thing.
Big
And
metal thing.
She swept in on her airship and picked us up, and off we went."
That sounds lovely. And Ebonir this entire time is walking as fast as he can back to the inn, obviously trying to outpace Toshli on his mechanical.
You
creature,
cannot.
but not able to. Yeah,
You-
but he's
you
trying.
cannot.
He's trying. Well, we there was an issue with the book, and apparently the book is more than a book.
You got involved with books too. Oh,
You had problems with books. What were your problems with books?
I used to work at the Korenberg Library, and then, well, Well, long story short, some books got stolen. I was heading after them, and we just sort of got involved with Lady Dolores after the fact.
Oh, why were the books stolen? Wait, you were a librarian?
In a manner speaking, not really a librarian, more like a guardian. Shoves another handful of gummies in his mouth.
Should you really be eating that much candy? I imagine it can't be good for your figure.
This figure? He's like 2 feet tall. I never had problems with it before. You sure you don't want some?
All right. That honestly, that looks disgusting. I can't believe you're eating it. Books, do you know why they were stolen?
Trying to remember. Oh God, why were they stolen? I think they were stolen by the Emerald Claw. And no, this is me talking to myself.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Well, wait, were you involved in the?
They were books. They were books on the silver.
With the silver flame. Yes.
Some cultist or another wanted info on the silver flame. We got them all back. They're all sitting nice and tight in the Kornberg, the library again. Never be able to work there again, though.
That assassination attempt that was made.
Oh, that hullabaloo. Yeah, that's where I almost lost my arm. Oh, if I lost that arm, I wouldn't have been able. I would have had to eat only half the candy.
Do you know what they were after, by chance? What they were attempting to do?
It's hard making sense of it, but they were. Turns out it wasn't the cultists that were after him. It was another person involved in the cult that was working for these tiger things, the Rakshasa. His eyes suddenly narrow and he darts back and forth, looking around. Cranes his head, looks behind him.
As the word Rakshasa echoes around the area.
Yeah. What person working in the cult? Who was this person?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah,
either way, they were
your memory.
They were. Candy does wonders for my memory. Thank you. Keeps me nice and pep. Get cranky when I don't get it.
I can only imagine. Ebenezer is still walking as fast as he can. Look, well, thank you for the information about that. It's good to know that your group was dealing with the RAK creatures. But I'm not going to say the name. Look, did you say you had something to do? I don't want to keep you from whatever business you have.
Oh, I'm here. I'm teleporting away tomorrow.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I have to go now. I'm called. I have to go see someone about a sword.
Well, how did you get all caught up in this Lady Dolores business? She's a lovely lady, Lady Dee Dee, but.
But what?
Fucking Lady Dee Dee.
But nothing. She's a lovely lady.
Well, yes, she is.
I hope she stays out of your lab.
Were I 4 feet taller?
Oh, look, I'm not sure I want to know too much about that. All I can tell you is that there was a business with the book, and the book turned out to be rather dangerous, and as such,
those books, those damned Rakshasas got them together, and we're looking into releasing this.
Saying that out loud?
Rakshasa.
Do you really want to attract attention to them?
Listen, I got more important things to deal with than not saying some word like Rakshasa this and Rakshasa that.
Rakshasa.
All right. Yes.
But they were trying to unleash this big Rakshasa that Silver Flame's involved with. I don't really understand it myself.
A big Rakshasa that.
Long story short, I threw. He reaches into a bag at his hip and pulls out a stone that is like vibrating incredibly quickly in his hand. Threw one of these, threw it to safety. It was wonderful.
What is that?
Last time I used it in the city, they didn't quite appreciate it, so I'm gonna puts it back in his bag, ties it closed. If you, God damn it, truly. If you have a vibrating stone, who cares how tall you are? Oh God.
Well, yes. Well, this has been lovely to chat with you and talk with you. But as I said, I have to get going, and then I start walking away.
No, but he catches up to you quite easily. But how did you meet Lady Dee Dee?
Well, as I told you,
what's she having you do? Like, what were you at the Citadel for? What you talking to that? Oh, Amalur. I forgot her name already.
Well, can you?
Ameline. What were you talking to Ameline de Civis for?
Well, if you must really know, it is a dire secret, and Lady D swore me to absolute secrecy, so I cannot reveal at all what happened.
Oh, you're full of it.
No basis.
Come on, tell me. Come on.
Aren't you the one who's not supposed to be talking too much about your secret mission, and yet continuously tells everyone around you that you're on one?
No, it's not that secret. It's fine.
No, it's really not that fine. And really,
come on, tell me.
No.
Tell me.
I'm afraid I keep my word. I cannot tell you.
You cannot escape him. Metal Smuckers is too fast. I think he has like a 50-foot movement speed. It's something ridiculous.
All right. Listen. I will tell you what. I won't be able to tell you, but if you have a day, maybe you could help me. And then afterwards, I could tell you. Would that work?
I suppose. Is there any candy involved?
Yes.
I'm kind of running low.
There's lots of candy.
Then you have a deal.
Good. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to keep a very, very close eye on where we came from, and if you hear that Tovin de Kenneth returns, you are to immediately find me, so I can speak with him.
Yeah, I suppose I can deal with that.
Very good.
Here. He reaches into another bag that he's got behind him, not the small satch, but a bag of holding, and pulls out a round stone, flicks off some gummies that are attached to it, and then tosses it over to you.
Yes. What is this?
It's a sending stone. I'll just contact you when I see him.
Okay. How do you have a sending stone?
Made that one myself.
Oh. Okay. Well, yes. And then Ebenezer will put it.
Sense of deja vu, though. You're not a Rakshasa, are you? Now, if I ask you, you're legally obligated to tell me. Otherwise, that's entrapment.
I've heard that. Yes, I've heard that, and I am not a Rakshasa. Wink, wink.
I get you. Wink. And he says wink out loud. You both said wink out loud.
Wink out loud. Yeah. All
right.
Very well. I will see you later, Toshly. Very well. See you.
You aren't going to give Metal Smuckers a pat.
Oh, and Ebenezer kind of like lightly taps Metal Smuckers like on his snout.
It lets out a very loud chirring sound.
That's rather disturbing. And then walks away. Bye.
Bye, Ebenezer. I think you guys exchanged names. I assume you exchanged names.
Yes.
Yeah, with something to do, Toshly leaves you alone. And I can only hope that I gave Toshly a proper presentation there. So yes, Toshly leaves you. Everyone wants to be his friend. You should see him combat. Vibrating stones for days.
No. Oh no.
Ebenezer heads back to the inn.
So after everyone has been together, after Annika comes down, you walk in, ring in the little doorbell, and everyone turns and sees you. Hattie comes up to you, is like, "Oh, Oh, you're back. Would you like some tea? Your little friend Annika fixed it up all nice. I hope you're all doing okay. You didn't get in too big of a fight, did you? I would hate this to be the location where such a brave band of friends falls apart. Close the door. You're letting in the hot air.
Oh, yes, sorry. And Ebenezer closes the door, and he's actually looking a little embarrassed. To have had such an outburst. He says,
everyone is sitting at the bench, or sitting at the table, looking at you.
Well,
Toussaint slides a gold coin across the table to Annika. You win. He lives.
Well, I'm glad that I could take money from Toussaint at least. Shall we go see this Andrew fellow and figure out this sword business?
I wanted to
Whom?
discuss about. Sorry, what?
It's Alex.
Oh, Alex. Sorry, Alexander Carr.
Yes.
That's who right. Yes. What were you saying, Tranquility?
I wanted to discuss about another thing. Those two orcs who were there attacking Alex, or well, I had noticed that when we had fought the. Come on, would you let me look at my own notes? Thank you.
Goodbye, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
My bad.
I had noticed when Alexander had when we first met him, he was attacked by two orcs in the Eaton. While the orcs were nowhere to be seen, and we saw the Eaton in the cavern. I really wish to know where they are and/or who their leader is that they spoke about. I look over at Toussaint like you said the name earlier.
Oh, I thought you said it. I thought you were coughing.
Oh,
Zarian Rak.
That,
That's the name.
yes.
that is why I thought you were coughing.
Zorin Rakt. Right.
Well, that's
My.
no.
There's a reason for it. If this man has done nothing but cause trouble for people, and someone like us who are about to receive a large amount of money, last thing we need is to be jumped when we're still not in our top condition. So I was thinking perhaps we could meet this man first before we have to deal with his goons.
Out of character question: is there a bank here, Rick?
You passed one.
Okay.
This
so,
little pyramid shape at number 25 is the House Kundarak Enclave and Bank.
So we can.
I
deposit
don't
money
have
there.
the map up since we restarted. I don't know if that's the same for everyone.
Yes.
Hey.
Well, it's not unreasonable. I mean, I would assume we would deposit most of our money in the bank to be protection. But yes, I'm not opposed to doing that after we deal with this Alex character. What about you, gentlemen? A lady, of course.
See, here's the thing. I am on the level now. I am a respectable person, but I have seen people do this before. This shakedown. He probably owes them nothing, but they know he have money. When we deal with this man, they will hear, and we become the targets of this shakedown. So we were thinking maybe preemptive. We deal with him, we go get our pay.
I mean, we could always just disappear into the jungle before he knows we've got it.
Yes, but then there's still other people who are bound to be in trouble.
Like, oh, I mean, once we've got the money, we pay whoever's going to guide us. They come with us, so they're not in the line of fire. The money's somewhere in a bank. I mean, he really going to try and take it from there? So, I think it's pretty airtight. That is, if we get the money from this guy, who, by the way, we still don't trust, right?
I agree. I also think if we get the money in the first place, we should just go straight to the bank and deposit it there. I doubt those goons could rob a bank.
Wait, were you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Can
You
I
want
ask?
to rob a house conduct bank?
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that you don't do if you enjoy
Just-
having a life.
Out of character quickly from last session, did anyone else but me damage the Etin?
No,
No.
Nope.
Nope.
The
No.
Roper did.
the roper did.
Oh yeah, the roper. No wait, he kept missing, didn't he?
No, the Etten kept missing the roper.
Oh
Yeah.
right, got you. Cool.
So are we back in, just to double check and make sure we're all the same, are we all back in the inn around the
Yes.
table?
Well,
Wonderful.
it's like a booth table.
Oh, those are the best tables.
Yeah.
It's one of the round booths that like it fits in a corner but really awkwardly, so all the other booths around it have to have like extra space around them.
Like,
And if you
every
sit in the
Wetherspoon's-
middle, you're like stuck there until everyone else is gone.
I'm having flashbacks to when I still worked in a restaurant and had that constantly. Oh, can we have the round booth? Yes, but it's the worst one.
Yeah, exactly. In my experience at Wetherspoons all the time.
Alright, so we don't want to deal with Zoran Rack then.
We can, I just think it's better we deal with him maybe later. Maybe after we deal with Alex.
My only thought with that is, what if Alex isn't what he appears to be, and
I mean,
Oh, I'm
didn't we
expecting
say
that.
something about that? Didn't we say we would tell him about the sword, so we couldn't do it? We'd go down to the whatever that place is, wait for him, and then we see. And if nothing happens, then fine. We go
Yeah,
say,
tell him-
Oh no.
We got rid of whatever was guarding there. Couldn't get the swords though, but it's all cleared out. And then if he immediately goes to check it out, we follow him and get our money that way.
alright
that-
then.
If he says, "Oh, what a shame," and leaves it, then the next day we come and be like, "Hey, turns out the swords were okay after all. We went back down."
Exactly. That's the plan. Great. And Eldon stands up, visibly sweating, and says, "Let's go enact that quick. The day is going on."
Why are you sweating?
I was just in the kitchen. I don't know if you know this, Tranquility, but let you in on a secret. When you're in a hot place, people start sweating, and then he looks at Creep. Take notes.
Well, I introduced them to sweating earlier. They know all about this.
No,
What,
when we
you took
see
them to a
body.
sauna? Saunas are useless in this place, right?
Can we
Fun?
just go? as
Let's
opposed-
go.
Yes.
Underappreciated.
I know how you feel. And are we off, Rick?
I guess. Where are you going to?
Yeah.
Alexander's.
We're gonna go.
Alexander's.
Alexander's.
All right, so the whole party.
I'm gonna like
Get
hang
strapped.
back from the group a bit.
Why are you hanging back, huh?
I want to actually, as we're walking, I want to walk with Tranquility, and try and talk with him a little.
Walk with tranquility.
That's the best phrase.
Peace be with you, man. Nope.
Tranquility.
Yes.
Did you mean what you said when you would say you would kill all those who don't belong in the world of peace?
There are those who don't belong here. I have not lied once. Those who mean to bring nothing but harm don't belong in this place.
And if one of us proved to be a person who does not belong, would you remove us?
Oh, look. You haven't done anything that would make me think I should.
To be honest, I may do something in the future. I would just ask that you hold your promise if it comes to that.
Alright, I will.
Did you just ask Tranquility to kill you if you turn bad?
know how disappointed Toussaint is going to be?
Well then, that's not what I expected.
All right, so the lot of you get to Alex's house. You know, it's built into the remains of a wall. It's got a stoop with several steps up to it. The door is closed. He's not anywhere to be seen outside.
We knock.
Which district was it? Yeah. Is
It's in Daniel's Pride, which has a lot of people of Syrian descent.
Are there any, like, stalls and shit?
Yeah, you pass a few here and there. Why?
Annika's gonna make herself, like, busy at one of them. She's gonna keep an eye out, like, so she can see the door, but she's gonna be, like, inspecting the wares.
I'm knock.
So you're being nonchalant and not part of the party, basically.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So you knock. Several moments later, the door opens up, and there's Alex standing there. He looks at you, closes the door, you hear it lock, and you hear him inside, rummaging, and in a hurry.
I knock again, rather loudly.
Does not answer the door.
Is there a window that's like open up above or something?
Not
Can
open.
I go through
No.
the back door?
There's
Is there
no
a back door?
There's no back door that you could that you saw when you first came in.
Kick the
Alright.
door in.
Yeah, I'm gonna try at least. None of us are strength-based characters. How will we do it? Luck.
Needs luck when you have action points.
I mean,
Yeah,
we can
have you got inspiration?
We can just both kick the door in, right?
Right. Yeah, me and you just together. Let's do
So
this.
make a strength check with advantage. Whoever has the highest. Spoilers, it's both of you.
What's your strength check, yo?
9.
Oh, so it is tranquility. By 1. Yeah, 17. The door is pretty flimsy. Yeah, you the doorknob and like the doorknob, like the mechanisms, like that whole structure is intact except for it falls off, but the rest of the door kicks in and you see him and he is going out a back window and hopping down.
Yeah, no, he's
I
not.
can't hold person.
Oh,
Well, let's roll initiative, shall we?
All right. I'm down.
I'm gonna
I've
add.
moved broken beats tonight.
Battle music time.
All right, come on. Natural 20.
So let me see if I can find some.
Oh god, Ebony and Creep are still heavily hurt, huh? Holy shit.
3 hours of epic, powerful fantasy music. 3 hours battle music mix. 3 hours most epic, powerful battle music. Powerful instrumental music, volume 1, pure epic.
Jesus Christ. Epic.
6 hours pure epic mix. Best of epic music 2010 through 2013 mega mix.
Power. Epic.
All right, let's try the
Lord.
first one. Yeah, that's good enough.
That works.
All right, so I'm gonna give him a name. We're gonna just use the combat tracker because this is a chase, and standing out chases is fucking shit. Let's roll initiative for everybody. Wow,
My god, Alex. Did you roll a natural 20?
he rolled a natural 20.
Wow, what a guy.
So he takes off like a bat out of hell, heading down the street on the other side of his building. Aldrin.
I think I rolled a natural 1.
Alden's gonna jump. Alden's gonna kind of run through the house, and then vault through the same window he went through.
All right, make an athletics. Make an acrobatics check.
Athletics.
Make an acrobatics check. Let's see if you break through the window or manage to like squeeze through the space. Yeah, 17. You managed to run through without breaking the window. You come to a rolling stop outside and see that he is heading down the street. He's like 50 feet down the street, about to turn onto another street that goes toward the marketplace.
I dash after him and I shout other people in front of me. Stop him! He's a thief!
All right, so you get he is still like a full movement and a half in front of you. Annika, you hear them, you suddenly see them break open the door. What do you do?
Can I see or like, so his building, like if he comes out the other side of it like he is, he's not going to pass through my vision, is he? He's going to be on an entirely different street. He's
going to be on an entirely different street. However, if you move, you can get around the corner and possibly see him.
I want to do that then.
Alright, so yeah, you move down and come around the corner just a little bit, and yeah, you see him coming around the corner.
Towards me?
Away from you.
I'm just gonna dash then and try and get as close to him as possible.
Okay.
You see him.
You're still like
you see him.
You're over a
you
few.
What?
You're over a. You're like a full movement and a half away from him as well. Ebonir, Aldrin just took off like a bat out of hell.
Did I see what?
Aldrin?
Ebonir, I mean.
Yeah, Aldrin. No, Aldrin. Did I see what? Come on, brain. Annika ran to as well. Did I see?
No,
her
you
go?
you have no idea where Annika is.
Okay.
She was with you, but then you look around and where's Annika?
Shit. Okay, so I guess I've got a. The question is do I know I could run the other direction around rather than try and squeeze through the window?
Yes, but you're not sure it would be faster.
Okay. I'm going to run towards the window.
Okay.
And just before I get to the window, cast Misty Step to appear on the other, to appear 30 feet in front of the window, and then continue the rest of my run after this guy.
All right.
So it's a total movement of 60 feet.
All right. No wild magic, but yeah. So you move in, and as Aldrin dives through the window, you bamf and appear on the street and can take off after him. You could use your action to dash as well.
I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Yeah, you dash. You're like 15 feet away from him. You are catching him. Tranquility.
How far away is he? Even if I bolted through the window right after him?
If you step of the winded and action dashed, you could get up to him.
All right, so yeah, just I'll do that then. I was hoping I could only have to use my my bonus action so I could try to hit him, but that's fine.
No, he's not quite far enough for that.
So I'll spend the key point and I'll use the step of the wind then.
So yeah, you move with uncanny agility, dashing out the window after him. I'm not even gonna have you roll a check because you just used step of the wind. Sorry, Aldrin.
Yeah. Right, so I basically run, almost leaving like a weird shadow trail behind me. Just phase through the window, roll, and just get right up to him and go, "Why are you running, Alex?"
Yeah, you're right next to him. Toussaint, what do you do?
Seeing everybody else go through the window, Toussaint's not one to be outdone. He'll probably try to follow suit.
All right, roll an acrobatics check.
The one guy who can does it poorly.
You do it well enough. You slide through. Your belt buckle almost gets caught in the windowsill, but you manage to flop out of the window.
Less grace than intended, but
yeah.
And then probably like following suit. Bonus action.
You get up to about where Ebonir is with all of your movement.
Fair.
Grebe is following after very slowly.
Does he fire off anything?
He probably will. What's the range on that? It's not enough. That's what it is. What's the range on that? That would actually kill him. You could probably magic missile him and end it right now, but that would end up with him dying. And he is going to just dash and get up to where Aldrin is. I guess he has to make an acrobatics check.
Would he though?
Yeah, that's fine.
Would he really?
He gets a 16.
He is still a scout model, even if he's a wizard.
No, he is a soldier model, like you.
Nice.
Yeah. If he was a scout model, he would be, he'd be small. Yeah.
Oh,
Not that.
okay.
What am I trying to do? So let's see. So as you get up to him, Alex is going to shove someone your way. Tranquility, roll an acrobatics check.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, you manage to avoid him. He keeps so this guy, he shoves you in the way and you just step over this person and he's going to run and provoke from you. He does not have he has an AC of, let's say 14. There we go.
Well,
So yeah, you can make
there's nothing to target, so I'll just kind of do this.
I know you should be able to target him on the combat tracker.
Well,
Like
16.
so. Yeah, so that hits.
All right.
Let me get him some more HP than none at all. So yeah, roll damage.
I'm not going to kill him.
Oh, shame.
I'm going to pull the killing blow.
Okay, you punch him in the kidney, but he keeps going. Keeps
One
running.
quick second here. I want to see something. Hey, that works. I'll just do this then.
You gonna stunning strike him? All right. So yeah, make it against him.
Yeah, no problem. Let me just take this.
Nice.
Fuck.
So you punch him in the kidneys, and he just stops, as all of the ki running through his body comes to a grinding halt.
And yeah, I'll just say you shouldn't have run, Alex.
Do you want to drag the stun condition onto him? Aldrin.
Yes.
Aldrin, Tranquility up there. What's the other people? What's the situation look like? The other people, the buildings around it?
He shoved someone over. He was about to get into a marketplace area.
Oh no. Yeah, so Aldrin's gonna sprint up to Alex, trying to get as fast as he can. He's a bit slow because his feet's still killing from the ordeals of yesterday.
Yeah. God, how far back were you? If you dash, you can get up to him.
Yeah, I'll dash.
Yeah. Annika, you see that Tranquility has punched him in the kidneys, and he is frozen in place.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sounds right. This is bullying.
Hey kid, give me the money.
So I want to just use my regular move to get as close as possible.
Yeah, you're not at him, but yeah.
Roughly how far away am I, do you know?
Let's say 60 feet. No, he didn't get a move, so if you dashed, you could get up to him.
I don't want to dash, though. I just want to use my move. Would that get me within 50 feet?
Yes.
Cool.
Easily.
Then I'm going to ready an action. If he tries to get away, I want to activate my cloak.
Okay. Ebonier.
Ebonier, seeing that Alex has been stunned, runs up, so he's like just 5 feet behind Tranquility, and says, "That was very rude. Where are you going?" And will, as an action, prepare to cast Hold Person if he tries to run.
Okay. So roll Wild Magic now, because readying to cast a spell is the same as you still expend the spell slot and everything. Okay, no wild magic. You don't fireball the entire crowd.
Holy shit.
All right, Tranquility.
All right. So
He's
that,
stunned.
I just get right up behind him, grab both of his arms. I'm just going to kind of like put him into a headlock. Like, yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, roll an athletics check to grapple. Why don't you?
I will. Watch me. Hey.
incapacitated, can't move. He can still resist. Okay, so they auto-fail strength and dex saves, but not checks.
Huh.
Got him.
Okay,
Okay,
but yeah,
so-
you've grappled him.
Alright, so I just kind of hold there, like, yeah, you really shouldn't have run. It just makes you look bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone else catches up. This is over, unless you want to actually kill him. You've
Nope.
grappled
Wow.
him. He's in place.
Alden takes out his soul knives.
Toussaint wants to step on his foot.
Yeah. Step on
He
his
catches
foot,
up.
and
Stomps on
he
his foot.
his stun ends. Like, oh God, don't kill me, please. I've got money. I don't have as much as I said I did, but I've got money.
So you sent us in for 2 swords. Why?
The swords were real.
Yes, but why would you pay? Why would you put up a notice if you didn't want us to get it?
Didn't expect anyone to
Well, I'm
actually
not-
survive that.
So what was the point of
You must've-
sending us down there?
Did you see what was guarding those things?
Yes.
He's evading.
What? What did you say?
He's evading. He's not answering this question.
Oh, he is. He's using deflect argument. He is monk levels.
It's a powerful spell.
It
So
is.
why do you want? What was the point in sending us down there?
I'd rather you kill me than answer that one.
Foot stomp.
Wait, hold on. What did he say he'd rather us kill? Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
He said he'd rather you kill him than answer that.
Answer
Answer
the
what?
question, and you may answer the question, or you may regret to say that statement in the first place.
No, I won't. We dead either
Was it
way. It don't
was it
matter why I sent you down. You go into my house. I got a magic cloak that was handed down to me and a bag of holding. You can have everything in it.
Ebenezer grabs his throat and holds the library stamp up to his face, lighting it with the beginnings of a firebolt. Stares right into his eyes and says, "I can make you die very, very slowly. Answer the question."
The thing's worse than death, you fool.
Yes,
Ah,
like
we're
giant,
experts in those too.
like what? Giant cat creatures that want to ruin everything.
The fuck are you talking
Let me take a peek at what I had written up for him. Oh
What
God!
the fuck?
Why?
Noise.
I don't know. My phone just popped up with something.
Well, don't do that.
I guess.
Did I write it down and then
Yeah,
delete
where you
it?
wrote it down?
Yes, you did. Why did
Think-
you do that?
I think I might have written it down and then deleted it. What this guy was actually working for. Oh, that's bad.
Probably some about Vexashas or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was trying to make the big cat joke reference thing.
I don't know anything about any cats. Either way, you've
He doesn't work for the Rakshasa.
the power underneath this city.
Yeah, I read about that. The giants said that they had to contain such evil powers.
A power whose name a power whose name can't even be spoken. Scar.
Right.
Listen. I thought maybe I could get out of this little blasé I'm in if I just had someone go down there and appease him. I didn't think anyone actually come back.
Appease who?
The Scar.
By removing the swords?
Or by dying to them?
Hmm.
The scar that abides.
Isn't that what we saw on the what tranquility read in the draconic thing.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
That shadow wraith thing, that was Scar?
Not even close. I don't know what it was. Just that Scar doesn't like it.
Fuck. All right. Let me start a little bit back. Why are you in a hubbub with Scar?
I'm the only one who worships him. God damn it, dog. He's got strength. That's all we wanted. All we want is power. We just want to be out of this miserable life. You think it's nice being the only survivor of the day of mourning? The only survivor of an entire family? All the money that they left me is gone. Got nothing.
I mean, whose fault's that?
Okay. So, we have a problem. Whatever this Scar thing was, that Guardian was guarding it, and now we've taken the swords and the blood, so the Guardian is gone.
I mean, I still have the blood. I can put that back.
Can't believe you actually got rid of it.
I told you as before, we are more capable than we seem. Got
that right.
Suggestions?
I suggest we take pretty much everything that he's got, let him loose, whatever.
And then
We've
what?
got the swords to sell.
Yeah, but the Scar, we have to deal with the thing that's down there that's now free of its Guardian.
I hope
Yeah,
you're
but
happy.
Is it free of its Guardian, though?
The Scar was free. None of you would be standing here.
Exactly.
So maybe that's one of its Guardians?
No, I'm just thinking it's trapped no matter what. The Guardians to stop people from untrapping it. So we put the blood back, we're good.
I don't know. It sounds to me like he just wants us to go down and die.
I mean, I think that's what he did last time.
Well, we ruined his plan. Now we take these swords, we make this money, we take everything he has, and we leave. Fuck him.
Yes, but I don't know if we can just leave that place unguarded. It seems like we should definitely at least put the blood back, if not the swords.
Or, novel idea, there are some pretty powerful people here, right? Gotta be.
Mm-hmm.
People of influence.
Oh, yes, actually I met one of them. Maybe she could help us.
Yeah, get an official guard down there. Someone who, isn't a dragon wraith.
I like your idea more and more.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
full
their
of good
problem.
ideas.
All right. Well then, shall we strip him for all he's worth and go back and strip his house for all he's worth then?
Why would you do that? I mean, we aren't robbers.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry?
Out of the crowd, as everyone is kind of looking around at you talking,
Holy
comes
shit.
Dal Arand.
Who?
Sorry, Dala, but...
She is the scholar from Morgan University who came here with you. I've been looking around everywhere for you. Why are you going around beating up people in the streets? No, I found us a guide. We should leave as soon as possible.
Well, this man owes us the money to pay for the guide, but he does not have it, so we're in a bit of a bind.
Well, then take what you can from him and sell it, and let's get on our way.
Yes, just one question. Do you know anything about a Scar?
That's a pretty vague question.
I think the more
a scar. I mean,
name
you have scars. I have. Everyone has scars.
No,
some sort.
I got this one when I was 10.
What was the proper name for that thing?
Scars that abides.
Scar that abides.
Scar that abides. Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
There are some. We probably shouldn't be talking about that in public.
Let's go back to Alex's house.
Yes. Let's take Alex with us. Toussaint, do you have your pink fluffy handcuffs?
Yes, yes, I do.
Well, at least this time, if this one casts darkness, I'll be able to see through it. I kind of look at Creep, who's still not fucking here!
Toussaint does pull out those handcuffs, making sure to flash the initials that are
Paul.
stitched onto them.
What, I think it's AR.
Yeah.
Elena Ristone.
Ebonir is like teething mad, and like without even realizing it, slightly shocks Alex.
Ugh.
Ah,
All right, so
Aldrin
what's up?
cares to his wounds. Aldrin cares to Alex's wounds.
All right. Yeah, he's
yeah,
got.
Annika's gonna like have a look through as well.
Yeah, I fucked up his back pretty good.
Yeah, his kidneys. Like he got punched. He got key punched in his kidneys. He's okay
Does he
though.
feel now?
Yeah, the bruises fade away quite quickly as you apply your healing to it.
Is that better? Does it feel
Oh,
better?
that. What are you doing back there? Oh, that. I mean, feels nice, but what are you doing?
Rick, stop this.
We were going down that road again.
Were we ever not down that road? Really?
Session 1, right?
So this guy was basically trying to sacrifice people to the scar that abides, right?
Yes. So inside, I mean, his house is okay, but there's not much of value there. However, you do see when Ebonir went inside the Four, he saw a patchwork robe and a bag that was very obviously magical.
Is that what I think it is?
I will take the robe because I
Okay.
think I know what this is.
Yeah, we got another bag of holding, you say?
Do you mind if I take this bag?
Well, yes, we should probably identify it. Annika, would you do me the favor of identifying these two?
You already said
I mean,
what it is. You don't
Can
need
we
to.
wait till we're back in a better location?
Yeah.
It only
Very
takes you 11 minutes to cast it.
Yeah, that's 22 minutes for 2 items.
And?
And Annika wants to be looking through for like other shit.
Okay. So I will add... Well, I mean, it is very obviously a bag of holding.
Okay.
Looking inside, there's a bunch of gold and copper coins, or a bunch of silver and copper coins, and a few gems, including one very nice-looking gem. A sparkling yellow diamond that is very obviously magical. The robe itself is also very magical.
I have a very good idea what this is.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be sick, right?
It's gonna be something.
Yeah. So so you guys take those from him. What do you do? And yeah, there's very obviously not 10,000 gold in there.
Can I say to Alex, how do you feel about working in a bakery?
I don't know the first thing about baking.
I mean, of course, that's why you have to bake first to get better at baking.
I don't know the first thing about baking.
We can teach you. I got people who can teach you. I mean, considering your life here is somewhat over, instead of wasting away, fading into nothing, your family line coming to nothing. I was
Don't
thinking
offer this Charlotte a job.
Everyone needs a job. Everyone needs a job to get on the straight line. Definitely.
I want to know something, though.
Shush, I'm not talking to you. So what do you think, Alex?
Wow. Shade.
Wait, was that Creep talking or Dimmy talking? I'm sorry.
That was Dimmy.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Creep's not here, and I'm kind of mad at him too.
Oh no, not Creep. Sorry, I mean Tranquility.
Are you saying all
Creep.
Warforged look alike? Wow, Rick.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Tranquility who said it. I want to know
Oh,
something.
okay. No, that's fine then. Yeah, I totally meant that against Tranquility.
Oh, you meant that?
Yeah. Fuck Tranquility.
Wow.
He was sacrificing people to the scar that abides.
Shush, I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Again.
Hear him out. Come on now. He is a valued member of this group.
You are never going to drop that, are you?
No.
I wouldn't have it any other way. So what were you going to say, Tranquility? Oh, he's sacrificed people. We should murder him just like he did other people, or we should let him waste away to nothing. Oh, I'm Tranquility. I spawn shadows and I murder things now because apparently the world's unfair.
For the record, this laugh is in character too.
I will turn the other cheek at that, but I want to know why.
Turn the other cheek. That's unlike you. I thought you would try and murder me now. Look at those eyes. I see those eyes. I know what those eyes mean.
Does it make you feel strong to point out my views?
Strong? No, I have never felt strong in my life. I point out your views because they are stupid. They are foolish. They will lead you on the path, and I don't want to be around you when that happens because it is sad and it is heartbreaking, and you will fall great heights. No one is strong, Tranquility, and nobody deserves to say who should live and die. Now, if I covered what you were going to say, then allow me to finish my conversation.
No, I want to know why he was killing people. Why not someone else? Why did he have to do it?
That's an honest question.
I just want to point out we kind of got roped into saving the world from ultimate death and Rakshasas, so let's not get on to who's doing what, because I think at this point it's kind of arbitrary.
I just wanted. Alex seems to be struggling with words, and begins biting his lower lip so hard that it starts bleeding.
I grab his I think I've seen this before. I grab his
Grab
mouth.
his what? Mouth?
I was going to say, you're going to have to finish that sentence because we'll finish it for you.
You have to finish eventually.
Give him the whole reach.
Oh.
And I grab him. I grab his mouth to kind of stop him.
He chomps down on your fingers.
Ah!
Shit. Ah! Fuck.
And then his eyes roll up in the back of his head, and in a single motion, breaks Toussaint's cuffs.
Fuck!
And with these with these fuzzy pink handcuffs around his wrists, grabs Aldrin around the throat.
Oh. He's attacking one of our friends. Perhaps we should finish him now.
And tackles Aldrin to the ground and begins strangling the life out of him.
I am fighting.
I guess we're in combat now.
Alright. I'm gonna do that thing if it's okay.
What thing?
I'm gonna just punch him square in the fucking head with another stunning strike.
Are we doing an initiative thing again? Or?
No, because a single punch to the head and he goes down and just and dies, foaming at the mouth, blood both of Aldrin and his own mixed together.
Wait, there's some of my blood?
Yeah, he bit the shit out of your finger.
Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't the kinky kind. It was fuck you, I'm ripping your fingers off.
I mean,
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
Tranquility's like, I have not experienced this, but then I've only had the one experience, and it was in a place called the Pink Conch or whatever.
The Pink Conch. My first experience was in the Pink Conch. What a sentence.
So I kind of look at his dead body, look at Alden, and go, it appears that someone else already shared what you thought I was going to say. Look, he's dead now. All I had to do was stop him from killing you.
Except for his body twitches. His face twitches. His mouth opens, and his eyes open, and in a
Toussaint
like
gets cut mid trying to get those handcuffs off him.
his eyes boil and burst into smoke and flame as you just hear
I'm gonna
this low voice rumble through the room in a terrifying language none of you can understand, shaking you to your core before this now eyeless corpse falls silent. He talks for... Do what?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, he talks in a language none of you can understand, shaking the entire room before falling silent.
Dala, did you understand that? Is Dala with us?
I guess Dala was with us. Was with you.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, Dala falls to her knees. Yes. We should go. We should go.
Who was it, Dala? What did he say?
If I repeat it, I may go mad.
Zen and Dala and Aldrin goes in front of Dala, puts a reassuring hand.
Her normal happy demeanor has turned to one of horror, but she quickly rises back up to her feet and adjusts her big wide brimmed. She's got like a wide brimmed like wicker hat with like a ribbon and scarf attached to it.
Of course she does.
Yeah, of course she does.
So, sorry.
No, I didn't get all of it. It's I can't be in here. I need some fresh air. I need some fresh air. She goes outside and like marches down the stoop and stands a bit away from it, just trying to catch her breath, utterly shook by whatever this thing is. All of you are feeling like terror in the pit of your stomach.
All right, we leave.
You're really not sure if you want to get involved in whatever this is.
Well, it's not like we're already facing one end of the world.
Right. That's another.
All right, Ebenir's going to step outside, and he's going to pull out the sending stone that Toshli gave him.
Okay.
What was the name? The scar that. What was the name of the?
The scar that abides.
Right. He reaches out to Toshli and he sends the following messages. Reach out to Abilene. Toshli, you have a new mission. You must take Abilene Santor to the underneath. And I describe where this is underneath. Tell her that the scar that abides.
You've got like 6 seconds to send the message, or it's a very short message.
Oh, then tell Abilene Santor de Civis that the scar that abides is below the city.
It's 25 words or less.
That's less than 25.
Yeah, I was just pointing it out.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he actually wait. I shouldn't have closed that. He can answer in a like immediately. You can like hear him fumbling with the stone. I'll tell her. I'll tell her if she'll let me back in her office. Say, scar that abides. Tovin isn't in yet. It's only been a bit, but okay. I'll tell. And then it cuts off.
Perfect.
Anyway, I guess I'm outside. I don't know what the other guys are.
Yeah.
I will wait.
I'm outside now.
Toussaint's got the 2 halves of his handcuffs, looking at them pretty sadly as he exits the house.
Yeah, the chain just shattered.
And then he sees Annika.
Annika's still inside. She's having a look through like this. She's just seeing if there's anything else of value in here.
Not really.
Damn.
No, most of his wealth was kept in that bag.
Fair enough.
I see what you do as a teacup. These things they pissed off Avenir so much. I would hate to see them go. I have watched them.
I don't just do stuff for free, you know?
Oh, we are playing this game.
Oh, it's not a game. You've got an option. You can, pay your way, get things done, or you can have two halves of handcuffs.
What are we saying here? We negotiating?
I'm saying you tell me what you think's fair, and then we go from there.
I knew there was a reason I liked you. We'll get back to this. I want Ebenezer to think he has won some small victory for a little while.
If you say so.
Meanwhile, like Ebenezer has no idea. He's like, it's like it's totally far from him.
Yeah, but Toussaint's so self-centered, he thinks it's all
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys do? Dala collects herself, but like I really don't want to repeat whatever that thing said.
Can you not write it for us?
I don't want to even think about it.
Dala, look at me. We are going to face a lot of scary things coming up. A lot of terrifying, scary things. And I know that it is hard to face them, but if we're going to get through this, we have to. Now,
It wasn't scary, that was terrifying. It caused me terror. I thought I was going to die just listening to it. You don't understand.
Yes.
You couldn't understand its words.
Dala, remember when you first saw the Rakshasa? Remember how terrifying that creature was?
This wasn't even close to that.
And I'm sure we'll face even worse things, but you've got to do it just once. Just repeat the words for us.
Well, in a language we understand.
Or at least give us an indication.
Something.
Something about a fool's time being up. And the scar reaching out and burning humanity from this world. It spoke so fast, so many words. It didn't sound like some mere threat. Can't get involved in this. You can't. Scar has been a legend of Stormreach for who knows how long. Just leave it be. Tell someone else about it. We have important business for Lady Delorth to take care of. I know your type always getting involved in this and that you don't need to stick your nose in. Have your nose stuck in one thing at a time.
I agree, but
well, thankfully I don't
telling-
have a nose.
Got no nose.
Jeez Louise.
So
you're right, Dala. It is proper to inform somebody else of this, and we should make preparations to leave. What, tomorrow?
I need you to speak and work out a deal with the guide. I also need a cup of... No, I need a beer.
You need a beer.
I'll meet you at the Black Rack with the person who I've met with. His name is Patiqui. I think you'll... Well, he's actually pretty ornery, but he should be fine. He knows his way around.
Anyone that earns the trust of you is very good in our books.
Where are we meeting now or tomorrow? I'm sorry.
Just later today. I need to go get a drink.
Okay.
Dala's gonna wander off to the Black Rack, which is number 23.
All right, I gotta go get food. Jesus.
Aldrin walks up to the rest of you guys, or at least kind of tries to address you over the kind of crowd, if there's any crowd, and says, "Since Darla will meet us later, I was thinking maybe we could all do something together now while we have the opportunity to."
We'll find someone to buy these fucking swords.
And the gems that we've recovered.
Oh, the gems, and we need to fund this trip. Yes.
Oh, yes, that's yes, you're right. Yes, that takes precedence.
I mean, Aldrin, you know, I am an asshole, but I genuinely mean nothing by this time.
This time.
Yes, this time. Yes.
He gives you a smile. Okay, yes, you're right. No, this is take precedence. Okay, then let's. Any ideas how we could sell this? Anyone you know? Could do one of these?
Well, Rick, is there like a University of Wargrave place around here that I would know about?
No, there is not.
Look.
Well, for the gems and common things, I assume we sell it at the market. For the swords, maybe we could try with the houses. The Citadel of the 12 there might be someone who would take it.
The coughing man, he seemed interested. Just saying.
I mean, we could spread our forces a bit. I have a few people I could ask around with, and if one of us frequents the houses, then I'm sure we can do it before we need to meet with Dala.
Well, I need to sell these gems that are in the bag, or I could give the gems to someone else and they could sell them, and I could go try and sell these swords to the 12. Would that be reasonable, Rick? Would that be something?
Sorry, they're probably the most likely to buy them from you.
Yeah. All right. Would that work?
That sounds good.
Okay. Let me transfer the gems to you, and you can sell them.
What you should do is you should put all the stuff you want to sell in the party sheet, because then I can sell them easily.
All right, I will do that.
And take anything you don't want to sell out of the party sheet.
Aldrin, do you want to? I mean, I'll take the sparkling yellow diamond if no one wants it.
I think Anika has that, doesn't it? Doesn't she?
No,
if
you have it.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
It's in the bag of holding.
It's in the bag.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I'll take that then.
And there is the bag of holding to also take. You guys do have a bunch of, like, miscellaneous gems scattered around your inventories. Moonstones and some quartz, sardonyx.
I take it we're keeping the potions.
We should sell them, but we could keep them.
Considering we don't have a strong party, a potion of fire giant strength seems like something we might need.
I mean, yeah. But who needs strength when you have intellect, right?
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, we've got that in spades.
You took the bag. Okay. I think that's all the stones I have.
Moonstone? Quartz? Sardonyx?
Oh, there's a
Star Rose Quartz?
I'm back.
Oh, is that reference?
No, there's just a lot of different types of gems you guys have. Crystal gems, if you will. Carnelians.
Stop this.
Oh wait, no, I haven't refreshed the party inventory. So the
Is this a Steven Universe reference?
It's a horrible Steven
It's
Universe.
several.
Oh, it's I like it. It's nice. It's charming.
You like it too?
You're charming. Oh.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
I was really worried I was the only one who was actually a fan of the show.
It's a good show. I like it.
So it's pretty good.
All right. So I'm gonna sell all those. I got 570
that
gold
diamond alone is
gems,
gonna be worth a lot. I thought.
and let's
How-
distribute all this money.
Well, hold up. What about the What about that sparkling yellow diamond?
It's
We didn't
magical.
sell that.
Oh, okay.
So identifying that those. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up really quick, because we're nearing the 4-hour mark. Throw the
yeah.
2 swords in the party sheet.
Sorry?
Two what?
The 2 swords?
The 2 swords
Yeah, hold on one second.
into the party inventory.
Oh, where is it? There's the...
Okay.
They are flame tongue great swords.
Too bad no one in our party can use them.
We can use
Indeed. So, price aside, or all else aside, the Citadel of the 12 House Kenneth people will buy them off you for 2,000 gold each and change.
I will definitely sell them for 2,000 gold each and change.
It's like, so yeah, you meet like a human artificer with a dragon mark, and he looks them over with these big old goggles, like activates one. Wait, do they require attunement? Yes, they do. Identifies it, makes sure that everything is up to par. It actually takes like the rest of the day because he has people attuned to them and then use them and make sure that they're all legit. It's a very lengthy selling process. But yes, he offers you 2,050 gold for each of them. Doesn't really care about the historical value, just that they are quite valuable as magic items.
That's pretty cheap. What a cheap.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, there they go.
Split it.
There you go.
So poor.
I don't suppose they have either Actually, if we want to wrap this up, let's just wrap this up.
Well, no. Ask. What are you looking for?
Either the War Mage wand or a Cloak of Protection.
They got both.
Oh, I need to buy a War Mage wand.
Yeah. Let me. Oh, I just had the downtime rules open, and then I closed them because I'm an idiot.
Cool.
All right. So what? Wand of the War Mage, +1, 200 gold.
Oh yeah, easily I pay that.
Cloak of Protection, 500 gold.
No.
Did you relink the downtime rules for me?
Uh,
I will pay for the wand of the wand, but not the War Mage. I assume I need that gold to make the journey. So no.
well, once you're outside of Stormhaven or Stormhaven, that's something else entirely.
Right.
Once you're at a Stormreach, like, where are you going to use the money?
Oh well, no. We have
It's
to
more
pay
that we
the
don't
guide.
know how much we have to pay the guide, yeah.
Guide. Right.
Sorry, do what?
Pay the guide. We have to pay the guide.
Yeah, you have to pay the guide and get supplies.
Right.
So yeah, after that, then yeah, we'll spend the money, but it's just
Yeah.
up until then.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
might come back. Yeah.
So deduct 200 gold. Wand of the War Mage is in the party sheet. Does it have an image associated with it? No, it does not. It is a wand. It's white with a like silver spiral going around it, and at the tip, it has a small crystal.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Is it?
Is there anything else?
Go
Is
ahead.
there anything else anyone else wants to do?
I'm good.
Are we identifying
no.
the bag and the gem?
Right. Where are they?
Patch and the
In
cloak.
my inventory.
In your inventory. Okay.
Well, I have the cloak.
No, I'll
The
spend all
bag.
these-
The bag is identified as a bag of holding.
Alright.
Hey,
Oh no, we can figure that
what
out.
about the gem?
The gem. Who has the gem?
And it's in
Aldrin
my
also?
inventory. Yeah.
Damn it.
Is that
It is
bathroom?
an elemental gem that can be used once. You can crush it to summon an earth elemental.
Incoming TPK guys.
Exactly.
Can you
What can it summon?
apply in my inventory the patch?
Yes, I'm getting to
Patch
it.
robe.
That is a Where is it? That
robe?
is a robe of useful items, the contents of which I will determine later.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to wear it.
Can I buy a thing? Or actually, do you want to do that next session?
Yeah, we'll do that next session.
Well, what are you
Okay,
trying to
do that next
buy?
session.
Because let's do that really quick.
Oh, I was going to say decanter of endless water.
Dude.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next week.
Sounds good.
You guys have to prep and find out. Talk to the guide. Find out what you need to buy.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
I'll talk about the stream.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. Thanks for those who watched the
Pleasure, Megan.
stream. Thanks for those who watched the VOD. Big shout out to Doyfam for his $25 donation. I really appreciate it. And thanks to the new followers for helping us hit our 200 follower goal. Let's
thanks.
we did it. We're
Yeah.
now we just need to continue to 300 and beyond.
And beyond.
If you want to
Yeah,
support
guys.
the stream, check out patreon.com/thekittenhugs, where I do ongoing homebrew requests. And in the future, we'll be running a Patreon only, like a patron only game. The date and contents of which I have no idea when. Yeah, my schedule's pretty full. But yeah, that's it. Bye. See ya.
We love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.